Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. What's going on, everyone? Adam Shank, Shuck Plays, Dark, Suna Yurani, Nightbot, of course, Silver Johnny, Texas Dice, Verimit MX, Cool Fizz, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, the War Potato J Zoller Riser, MTG Goldfish, Ergo Proxy, MTG Spotlight. What's going on tonight, everyone? How goes it? Pretty excited. People have been asking for free win red for a while. What's up, Dark Spy? Welcome back. Oh, gotta go to work, MTG Spotlight? Well, the good news is you can always catch up on the MTG Goldfish replay YouTube if you happen to miss part of the stream. So yes, we're going back to the free win red well, except this build's a little bit different. This is obviously very influenced by free win red, but I think I would call it free win Skred. It's playing some Skred stuff. It's got the snow mountains and a little bit of different stuff, but it should be interesting. Yeah, I'm super excited. Free Win Red is one of my all-time favorite decks, so I'm excited to try out this slightly different build of it. What's up tonight, everyone? Ross Saber, 10 months in a row, says, thank you to the hardest working man in Magic. Well, 10 months in a row is pretty impressive. Thank you for being the hardest working subber on the channel. Anyway, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, Brian Okafor? So how's it going tonight, everyone? We have some super good announcement. It has been weird coming out of Wizards lately. I don't even know. Last week we had the data stuff, which obviously thought was a horrible announcement. We had the F&M promos, which obviously wasn't a great announcement. And then we got awesome announcements about GPs and about Pro Tour stuff and Team Pro Tours and Modern Pro Tours and just like so much sweet stuff this week. So I don't even know what to think. We had like some of the worst announcement I could imagine, and then immediately followed up by basically some of the best announcement I could have imagined. So very interesting, especially for other formats. The fact that Modern is coming back to Pro Tours is so exciting. I'm super excited for that. And also Legacy is part of the Team Pro Tour, which should be one of the coolest Pro Tours. If you've never seen the team events that SCG does, they're really fun to watch and they seem really interesting. So a Pro Tour like that seems pretty sweet. Salty XD says, somehow got a night off when you were streaming. How's it going, Olive Boy? Well, Salty XD, it's going well, and thank you for the subscription. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, so perfect time to ask about 4 Earthshaker Kenras to upgrade 2-tick red. Borderland Marauder seems like an obvious cut, but what's the last card? I don't think you want to cut on Crop Crasher. I guess a Blood Rage Brawler. I'm planning on doing a Budget Magic update. Oh, chat is froze? Oh. I thought you were talking about it being too small. Hang on a second. Let me see. See if this hopefully fixes it. Come on, chat. Be good to us. All right. I think it's it should be working now. I don't know why it does that sometimes. So yeah, I would probably just replace Blood Rage Brawler for now, but it should be, uh-oh. Is it, now it's stuck with chat is broke? Okay, it's working. Alright, we're good. Chat is good. We are good. Everything's good. So yeah, I do that for now, but hopefully Budget Magic updates will be the article this weekend, so I'll think more about it, and then, but it would probably be something like that. Yeah, Kenra is insane. It is so insane in that deck. Oh man. It's been pretty popular, and Kenra makes it way more powerful. Anyway, let's do our reminders, and then we can talk a little bit about free win Skred, get into our league, and then we can talk about whatever. Taylor Jones, you sub, but the scoop splash never happened. I have no idea, but I'm sorry about that. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, and also Narrit. 6 months in a row says where are the chalices. That is a good question. No chalices in this build, but welcome you back to the fishbowl as well. Big scoops here for you. So as far as reminders, first off, replay YouTube if you happen to miss part of the stream or just want to catch up on old streams. Make sure to check that out. The regular YouTube, we had a new Against the Odds come out yesterday. Have, let's see, Commander Clash coming out tomorrow, a pretty sweet one. It's the rest of the legends from Hour of Devastation. I got to play Razaketh, and that was super sweet. Super sweet. So make sure to check that out as well. Yeah, someday I'll have to go back and see every one of your subs and see how I pronounce your name differently. And I think the chat machine is broken now, Pig Burner. Hopefully. It seems like it's working now. And also the merch page. If you're looking for a way to support the stream and the channel and the site, make sure to check that out. Got tokens and t-shirts and playmats. Also, donations are open down below. $2 or more, get your message read on the stream. Commander Clash goes up at 11 Eastern time on Friday. So I guess it's maybe Saturday, depending on where in the world you are. I think of it as Friday because technically it's late Friday for me, but what's the matter with the chat? I'm so confused. Are we having chat problems? Why is the chat? Alright, hopefully everything's working. Glad I could catch the stream going on vacation tomorrow. Hope you have a nice weekend. Well, have a great vacation, Ergo Proxy. So the deck we're playing tonight is Free Win Skred. If you remember my favorite deck, Free Win Red, this is very similar. It has a lot of the same stuff going on. So with Free Win Red, kind of the big payoff is fast mana. Shepherdwood, 6 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What will be the breakout deck at the Pro Tour? Oh man, it's really, I don't know if I expect anything too off the wall. The format's very wide open, so I expect that a known deck, maybe like Green Red Ramp, the Monument deck. Maybe a control deck, a Grixis control deck. Something that's known, but maybe not the best deck in the format will probably be pretty popular. I think the standard format right now is actually really good. I think it's a very solid standard. I don't know about like great, but it's above average right now, I would say. So I'm pretty happy with where standard is at the moment. And I think we have a new donation, which is pretty sweet. Let's see what this donation is, and then we'll talk about the deck. 322 from I Work for RS. Got to the stream early. Hopefully I get to hear the monkey song. Best song on the stream. Right on cue. I missed the end of it. Uh-oh. I need to read faster when it comes to donations. I never get to the end of the messages. Very rarely. All right, let me pull this up. So, from I Work for the Street Cleaner, 322, got to the stream early. Hopefully I get to hear the monkey song. Best song on the stream, right on cue, about 27 minutes in. Kappa. Well, I expect we'll hear the monkey song at some point. It usually happens. And thank you so much for the donation. AR Spike, thank you for the sub. 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. All right, so let's talk deck so we can get into our league, and then we can talk about everything and anything related to standard or modern, Pro Tours, F&M promos, whatever y'all want to talk about. So as I was saying, it's a lot like Free Win Red, this Free Win Skred deck. We got the same package. Blood Boon and Ensnaring Bridge are our free win cards. So we're looking to get those out early. We can even turn 1 Blood Moon with Simian Spirit Guides and Desperate Rituals. So those are kind of our lock our opponent out of the game cards. And then what makes this deck a little bit different is we aren't playing chalices, which means we get a lot of 1-mana stuff. So we get lightning bolts and some Skred, since we're playing all snow-covered mountains. Also relics of Progenitus, which, worst case, they cycle, they let us empty our hand, and we can draw a card when we want to work well with Ensnaring Bridge. Also randomly hates on a lot of decks in Modern right now. Faithless Looting for a bit of filtering, and then our finishers, we have some of the traditional free win red stuff. We got 3 Chandras, 2 Koss, which were basically what we used in free win red. But we also have 4 Goblin Rabble Masters, which is another pretty interesting turn 1 threat. If we don't have turn 1 Blood Moon, we can potentially turn 1 Goblin Rabble Master, and if our opponent doesn't have an immediate answer, there's a pretty good chance it can win the game. We got 1 Pianalar. It's kind of weird to be playing creature beats with Ensnaring Bridge, but if you notice, a lot of our creatures are pretty small. Like, Rabble Master's a 2/2, but it ends up getting big after it attacks, so it kind of works around Ensnaring Bridge, even though it feels a little weird. And then I'm also really excited for Hazoret, which not only is indestructible, it'll usually have haste. It kind of works like a Planeswalker as this threat that deals repeatable damage with the pay 3, discard a card, deal a damage, and it helps us get empty-handed for our Ensnaring Bridges and stuff. So it's interesting. It is very much a free win red deck, but with some interesting twists, slightly less lock pieces without the Chalice of the Void, but it's very similar to what we were doing with free win red. Sideboard wise, looks a lot like free win red. Dragon's Claws for burn matchups. Revoker is kind of our Pithing Needle, Spellskite, also for burn and combo, and protects our Ensnaring Bridges and whatnot. Witchbane Orb, kind of our version of Leyline of Sanctity. Then we have some Angers of the Gods, Sin Prodders, I guess is for card advantage, a little bit weird. Couple of Maggots of the Moons for additional Blood Moon effects, and some Shattering Sprees for affinity. So that's what we're working with tonight. So basically slam big threats as fast as possible. Hopefully Blood Moons, but also Rabble Masters, Planeswalkers. In theory, we can just like turn 1 a Chandra or something in some games. So should be pretty interesting. So Hazoret can't attack with the bridge out, but it does deal damage with its ability and helps make sure we stay empty-handed if we draw too many expensive cards. So I think it's interesting. Sin Prodder seems weird when you aren't playing Reanimator. Yeah, I guess it's just a sort of weird card advantage engine, basically. Yeah. Let's free win some people here. Free win Skred. Yep, onto the league. Make a standard deck about Mirage Mirror. Mirage Mirror is actually a really weird card to build around. I think it's got some value, but I don't know any specific combos. Has my opinion about Bantu's Last Reckoning changed? No, not really. I still think it's pretty bad. I think it can be a fine sideboard card, and it probably has situational uses in Standard, but I still don't really think it's a card that most decks, maybe in a very specific deck, but most decks don't just want to play it as a typical Wrath. I was looking at AMA you did a few years ago, and you mentioned that this was a part-time gig for you in addition to buying and selling collections. You seem pretty full-time at Goldfish. Yes, I am. Since I did the AMA, I am now, let's see, a little over a year now. A year and a few months, I've been the full-time content manager at MTG Goldfish. So it is my full-time gig now, which is super awesome. I definitely love it. The downside is I don't buy collections as much as I used to, which actually isn't as much of a downside as as you might think, because it's actually really a lot of work. But fun story, I used to play this deck on Moto for a long time, had turn 1 Chandra, my opponent conceded the match. Months later, someone who I played against said on chat, he still remembers my username since that game and conceded the match again. Yeah, it is definitely something that some people don't like. Our opponent, oh come on, one night I have to watch your stream and now I have to close it. Oh, Salty XD, well I'm sorry you have to close the stream. But I appreciate you closing the stream instead of looking at my hand. Not that it really matters since we're just going to empty our hand anyway. So this hand is... this hand's okay. It's not really an exciting hand by any means. What's up, Rolsey? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's things cascading into Bantu's Last Reckoning. Some of that kind of stuff is... There are upsides to it. Is the chat repeating itself, or does someone keep asking that same question again and again? I almost thought the chat was looping, or I'm going crazy, one or the other. We'll keep this. We have a Faithless looting. Maybe find a Blood Moon or something, and then have Desperate Ritual to play it on turn 2. My opinion about Bantu's Last Reckoning, well, I can't believe that you asked. Aldudorino, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Why is everyone thinking about Bantu's Last Reckoning? We're not even playing Bantu's Last Reckoning. We're not even playing a black deck. We're playing Free Win Skred. I'm doing well, Sadimex. How are you? Inspiring Vantage. Did we join Standard? Monastery Swift Spear. Okay. Necessity. 3 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. This will be interesting. Burn is not one of our better Game 1 matchups, and I assume it's even worse with this build of the deck since we don't have Chalice, which is one of our best ways of just winning against Burn. So let's Faithless Looting, see what we can dig into. Lightning Bolt's not bad. I think we just pitch Relic. I think we just pitch both Relics, are not doing much of anything. Cornball Club, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Eternal. After playing Eternal, Moto looks like the Stone Ages. I have not played Eternal yet. I still want to, but I haven't yet. So I think 2 ticks red with Kenra is probably the more competitive or tier of the decks. Although I think Sunmare White might even be sweeter. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we could just Chandra, but then our Chandra is just going to die. It's probably better to just kill a Swift Spear this turn. And then next turn, we can PN Karanalar, and then the following turn, Chandra. I guess we could Ritual Chandra plus for mana, Lightning Bolt. And then Grim Lavamancer plus Lightning Bolt still kills Chandra. We could Ritual Chandra plus for mana, Lightning Bolt Lavamancer. But then Lightning Bolt and Monastery Swift Spear kills Chandra. No matter no matter what line we think of, something plus something ends with Chandra dying. You can fetch snow-covered basics. They work exactly like basic lands. Well, play the snow-covered mountain. We could ritual. And I think we're just going to bolt something. I think we're just going to... I think we got to do this now because of prowess. Yeah, we're just going to kill the Swift Spear. If we wait, there's a chance they can cast 2 spells and pump it out of bolt range. So I think this is fine. Pass the turn. We also have this looting in our graveyard if we need to go digging. If we slam Chandra, it's probably just going to die. If we wait one more turn, I think there's a better chance that we not only slam Chandra, but it might live. Ritual pass. T-Dog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent looks like they're straight Boros burn. The free win part usually refers to opponent lava spikes. Blood Moon is a free win card in some matchups in Snaring Bridge. Also, Chalice of the Void, although we don't have Chalice of the Void in this build of the deck. Gemstone. So I think we just Ritual PN Karanalar. We could Ritual plus Chandra. Maybe that's better. Yeah, alright. We're just going to... Oh, we can't splice. Splicing, I guess it doesn't really matter. So, cast a ritual. Yeah, we're just going to PN Carnalar first. Gum up the board a bit. Try not to get burnt out. We don't really have life gain in the main deck. Yeah, opponent... Oh, that's good. Kills RP and Carnalar. That's actually super helpful. You love watching me play while you poop. Well, thank you, I guess. Yeah, this build's a little bit more threat heavy. This is a build that recently 5-0'd a league. Opponent. Shard Volley's our face. Yep. And passes. We draw another snow-covered mountain. Oh, play the mountain. Play the Chandra. I think we might... what do we do? I guess we can just start ticking it up. You could play Glorybringer or Stormbreath Dragon. We have lots of other finishers, though. Oh, we could also add Mana Desperate Ritual Faithless Looting. That's probably a bad plan. Yeah, let's just tick it up. Hit our opponent. We do need to kill our opponent. Hit our opponent to 16. Get in with 1 Thopter. So opponent's down to 15. We're at 10 because of Grim Lavamancer. Is there a chance that you communicate the deck you are playing on stream some hours before you start? This way your European viewer could decide early if they want to stay awake. Oh, maybe. Sometimes I don't decide until... sometimes I don't decide until pretty late, but if I know what list I'm going to play, I could try to tweet about it early so people can make up their mind. Or change the title of the stream earlier. Do I ever play lists dropped in chat? I don't know if I ever have, but I would. I'm not against playing lists dropped in chat, but I don't know if I have at this point. Opponent, Skullcracks, gonna kill the Chandra, I assume. Yep. Alright, now we got a Chump Goblin Guide. Do we get a land, please? Blood Moon. Okay. Well, Chump Goblin Guide. Blood Moon is still not bad here, but it's not... It cuts off the splash colors. Faithless Looting, we can't really play anything. I think it's safest to just play Blood Moon. Play Gemstone Caverns, pass the turn. Next turn we can Faithless Looting. Maybe find some answers. So we are still kind of dying to Grim Lavamancer. But this cuts off a lot of burn spells, actually. Blood Moon is better than you'd think against burn. Opponent goes attacking. Relic of Progenitus on top. I guess that's a pretty good answer to Grim Lavamancer in some ways. We don't want to die to Goblin Guide, though. Alright, so Faithless Looting. See what we find. Discard Blood Moon. Discard Desperate Ritual. Play Relic. Relic away the Lava Spike. We're probably just going to have to crack the Relic here. Pass the turn. What do we need to draw? We need to draw something, but I'm not sure what. Do you think Mirage Mirror in Biovisionary could work in Modern? It could. I think the challenge is... Alright, we get a land off the top. Get hit for 3. One of the challenges is that in Modern we have... Not a land. Ugh, more lands. Not a land. Well, Faithless Looting is not a land. That's actually pretty good. Discard, discard. Oh man, this is awkward. So, we're to the cast the ape stage of the game. Cast the Simian Spirit Guide. Leave up Lightning Bolt. Pass the turn. We're at 7, which is not the worst. That means 3 burn spells are still needed. Uh-oh. What is this? 3 mana. Rift Bolts are Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. Opponent goes attacking, so I think we gotta kill Goblin Guide. Do we get a land? More Blood Moons on top. Well, Bolt Goblin Guide. Hope this Faithless Looting does some serious work. Faithless Looting. Ugh. Discard Desperate Ritual, Blood Moon. Cast Simian Spirit Guide. This is not exactly how we draw it up with this deck. Opponent plays a tap land. We're at a virtual 4. We need to draw a real threat here. Ugh. Well, oh man, I guess we attack. I'm not feeling very confident. Opponent takes it. Play the bridge. Opponent hits us to 4. We gotta hope they draw all their white and black cards. And there's the Monkey Song, as requested. We don't have Anger in our main deck. We have some good sideboard cards for this matchup. That much is true. Alright, there's a Goblin Guide. That doesn't kill us here. Planeswalker? Well, alright. Relic. Pass the turn. Relic can maybe keep Lavamancer in check. The problem is our opponent's just going to draw Lightning Bolts at some point. That is a thing. They have Lava Spikes and Rift Bolts and Skull Cracks. Those are cards that our opponent is going to draw. Draw with Relic. It's a land. Oh my goodness, deck. Well, alright. Come on, Spirit Guide. Oh, man. Alright, so opponent takes it down to 9. Play bridge. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. We gotta draw like a Planeswalker. We've gone through half of our deck and we just haven't drawn very many threats. Unfortunately. Opponent passes. I can't believe we're not dead yet. If they block, they could bolt with Lavamancer. Alright, there's a bolt. Well, I guess we pass the turn. What is our opponent drawing where we're not dying? I really don't understand. Opponent passes. Come on, deck. Give us something good. Snow-covered mountain. Well, get in with Spirit Guide. We are doing this the hardest of the hard ways. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we gotta try to bolt our opponent's face. We're trying to piece together any janky bit of damage possible to to be able to finish this game. Play Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. What's your deck, Dink Grog? What's up, Professor? Yeah, we usually start at 6 on Thursdays. I can't believe we're not dead. I really just, I don't understand what 6 cards our opponent has that are not killing us at 4 life. Swift Spear. Alright, so let's... let it go. Now we'll bolt the Lavamancer. Alright, staying alive, staying alive! We need like a Chandra. Chandra, please? Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. Opponent, tap land. Oh, come on, Planeswalker! We need it soon! Oh, no! They're gonna draw Bolt sooner or later. Or Skullcracks, or Lava Spikes, or Shard Volleys. It's gonna happen. I mean, Koth doesn't even win us the game right away because of Bridge, but I would take a Koth. The one who knocks. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for Art, new subscriber. There's a Rift Bolt suspended. That is burn spell number 1. I don't know why our opponent didn't just cast it. Maybe they think these lands don't... Oh, man. Oh, boy. Well, that was a bad time to draw all those lands in a row. I mean, they could have just hardcast the Rift Bolt. I don't really understand what's happening. What's up, the one who knocks? Thank you so much for the sub. Our deck doesn't actually have that many lands. And we have Hazoret, which allows us to pitch lands for damage if we really get in a situation where that matters. Skred is not especially helpful. Man, I'm missing the chalices right now. And there's the bolt. Alright. So, yeah. Well, interesting. Interesting, we're trying out this different build that someone used, the Skred free win. I will say that I'm a big believer in Chalice of the Void. I know it means you can't play the Lightning Bolts and Skreds, but I'm a big believer in Chalice of the Void in free win red. Because it gives you a chance of beating a deck like Burn. Because it just locks down so much damage. But we do have Dragon Claws in the sideboard, which are pretty good. We can also bring in Witchbane Orb and Spellskite. As far as going down, it's probably Relics of Progenitus. Going good, GL mate. How are you? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only thing that cares about Snow-Covered Mountains is 2 copies of Skred, which I guess, like, are a good removal spell, but... I mean, I guess it's kind of a free roll to play... It's kind of a free roll to play it, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Let me see. The artist of the YouTube thumbs is Adriano Catani. I've linked his Instagram before, but I don't think he's really active on social media or Twitter or that kind of stuff. So, but he does have an Instagram. Thank you, Dank Grog. I don't think we actually want to revoke her. I think it's likely that Lavamancer is just like a one-of or something, and not actually very heavily played. That would be my guess. What are we going down, though? We can probably go down like a Blood Moon. Probably go down some, maybe all the relics. Maybe just like this is fine. Yeah, let's try it like that. If you send me a list, I will definitely look at it. It's not impossible that I would end up playing it. It doesn't happen super often because I usually play decks that I build, but I could it definitely could happen. So we're on the play, so we don't get any Gemstone Caverns luck. So play our Snow-Covered Mountain. This hand's okay. The biggest problem is Koth dies really easily. That's a big problem. Yada Man 4034, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. There's a Chandra. Chandra's pretty sweet. I don't even know if we want to... Let's just play a Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. I don't think we want to use our Ritual here. I think it's better to Ritual out Chandra next turn, most likely. Well, welcome back, XI Price IX. Blackleaf Cliffs. Wow. What's in our... Okay. Well, now we'll just cast a Blood Moon. I think. Actually... You know what? I think we still just jam a Chandra. Let's Desperate Ritual. Get some mana, play the Gemstone Caverns, play the Chandra. I think this is fine. Our opponent doesn't have anything on board, and if they throw multiple burn spells at Chandra, that's kind of okay with us too. Because they're not going at our face. So take up Chandra, it's a land, hit our opponent. We do want one more land for the rest of our 4 drops. Blue-White Eldrazi. Alright, let me take a look. Hey, well, welcome, Atlas Kyle. Donovan Bane. Opponent, Boros Charms. Our Chandra, sure. The Blue-White Eldrazi deck looks pretty sweet. I like it. Maybe a bit more removal? Suspends a Rift Bolt. Shard Val. Is this going at Chandra too? Oh man, we are super okay with all of that. So our opponent spent 2 burn spells and a land to kill Chandra. And now I think we're just gonna Koth. Yeah, let's Koth. Desperate Ritual. Koth lets us start getting in damage. Play the Koth. Beat down with our Mountain. And now our opponent has another Planeswalker they gotta mess with. It is a cool name. Let me see it, Patchy. Yeah, Donovan Bane actually performed pretty well. I think Donovan Bane won the last SCG Open, which pretty amazing. I think you could use Hapatra if it's not a budget problem. I don't think it's very expensive, but Hapatra seems like about the best card in a -1/-1 counter deck. Except, I guess if the plan is Solemnity to avoid the counters, maybe it doesn't work the same, but it's a nice backup payoff if you don't have access to Solemnity. Oh, good gracious. All right, tap, tap, tap. This is working out pretty well. So, exile Simian Spirit Guide, play a Chandra. We're not drawing lands, but we're drawing all of our rituals. And now we get to untap our Mountain, keep beating down. Actually, maybe we just take up for mana and Blood Moon. I think this is fine. And now we're down to 1 card. So next turn, we can plus Chandra and for mana and play Hazoret. We have the red the red Super Friends assembled. We're gonna lose our Koth, but I guess that's all right. Here comes Goblin Guide. I mean, Hazoret should just win us the game. There's a Mountain anyway. So Koth down, opponent. Hazoret seems really sweet in this deck. Play Snow-Covered Mountain. Well, I guess we take up Chandra just in case we hit something better. Yeah, let's take up Chandra. Ooh, alright. Lightning Bolt the Goblin Guide. That works. Now we get to Spirit Guide, Hazoret. Hazoret seems so good in this deck. And with Blood Moon out, opponent just scoops it up. They can't even path it if they wanted to, so that is more what we're looking for. That time we drew all of our threats, and we didn't have any life gain, but it was still enough. Teak4242, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. Hey Seth, I just tried Pauper for the first time with Tortured Existence. Yeah, Tortured Existence is a really fun and unique card. Can I make a suggestion for Against the Odds? Curse of Misfortunes. Yeah, I definitely want to try the Curse deck at some point because it seems really fun. What do you think of Budget Battle of Wits? Budget Battle of Wits seems super challenging. Dr. Manchu, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Budget Battle of Wits. Oh, I mean, that is budget. It's funny. It is very funny. I like the funniness of it. 8 p.m. Productions, 6 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I don't think you'll draw your Battle of Wits very often with 250 islands for Battle of Wits. That seems like a stretch. Yeah, let's run it back. The next budget deck I'm working on, I can't really tell. Oh, we got a Dragon's Claw. This hand's actually pretty good. I'm down with this. We have 2 removal spells for creatures, an Ensnaring Bridge for other stuff, for later creatures, and a Dragon's Claw. And Dragon's Claw also gains life from our spells, which is kind of key. So here comes a Rift Bolt. I can't tell you what the deck is, but I can tell you it is for Standard, and it is super sweet. And it involves one of my favoriteest cards in all of Standard. Arid Mesa for our opponent, cracks it. You need 4 copies of Stormcrow in Battle of Wits. Opponent helixes our face. Alright, down to 14. Well, play the Snow-Covered Mountain. Oh, wrong artifact. Play Dragon's Claw. Pass the turn. Hope that our opponent can't just kill Dragon's Claw. If they can't, life is pretty good. Opponent passes. Ooh, there's a Chandra. Well, I think we do that. Desperate Ritual. Gain a life. Yes, please. I feel like we're kind of winning now. And this is one of the harder matchups, I think. Chandra, gain a life. Ever thought of making a brewing competition on the site with the winning deck being played on stream? That's a really cool idea. I don't know exactly how to go about it, but I really like the idea. I think that's something that we should try to do at some point. Pass the turn with our Chandra and, more importantly, our Dragon's Claw. It didn't show your sub. I think there's a problem with the bot or something. Ikogor Weaver, Ikogori Weaver, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, and Habit of You as well. Welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here, big scoops here. Yeah, Twitch can be a little buggy sometimes. I don't know why it does that. I mean, fetching a basic mountain, I guess, doesn't really matter. Playing around Blood Moon. Sacred Foundry. Opponent, man, our opponent does not seem to have a great hand here. But that's fine with us. Let's play our land, take up our Chandra. DF Drury, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So we get to gain a life from our Dragon's Claw. And start rabbling. Goblin Rabblemaster, kind of underrated. Really fast clock. Blood Moon is just an invocation, not a standard card. You said it was one of my favorite cards. That is true. Blood Moon is one of my... Oh, yes. No, we're not playing Blood Moon Budget Magic. That's like a dream of mine, to be able to play Blood Moon Budget Magic. But it's not that easy. We get to gain a life with our Dragon's Claw. Opponent's killing our Rabblemaster. I don't think any of this matters. We're all the way up to 18, and we're going to have a bridge, and we still have a Dragon's Claw. Brew contest, name a format and a card to brew around. Yeah, I think Travis Wu did something sort of similar to that. Like a brewing contest around a certain card in a certain format. It's a neat idea. I like it. Well, let's cast our Desperate Ritual. Gain a life. I don't even know if we're going to use it, but it gains us a life. Gets it out of our hand. Gives us more mana for Chandra. Take up Chandra. Alright, we'll cast Ensnaring Bridge. Get in with our Goblin. Pass the turn. Oh, there's a Kigori Weaver. So there must just be a big delay with some of the subs. 2 months in a row I made Budget Red Deck win for Standard. Ooh. Nimble Blade Kenra. It's like a prowessy version. I like it. I've seen a blue-red version that also uses Riddle form that is kind of similar, but it looks pretty sweet. Awesome, dude! 10 months in a row. Hey, Seth, long time no see. How's life been? I've been doing super busy. I've been doing well, just super busy. I do hop on the stream whenever I can, but this summer's been very busy. Eventually, I think stuff will calm down, and I will get back to watching as usual, and good luck. Well, awesome, dude. It is summertime. I hope you're having an awesome summer. Thanks for the sub and stopping by, and summer's always a busy time for everyone, so Klepto Clay, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponents going with the Helix. I think they have to hit Chandra just to not die to the ultimate. But we're all the way up to 20. At 20 life with our opponent down to 4 cards in hand, I'm not super worried. I'm pretty sure that we win the long game here, especially with Dragon's Claw out. I'm playing a Riddle form deck, chain 3 together. I've gotten mixed feedback on the camera thing, Pilot. So that is the biggest reason. Some people like it, some people don't. I didn't have a camera or the setup for it, so I started streaming without it, and I've just never started using it. And I really like our deck list overlay, and fitting a camera on there would be another issue to deal with. Yeah, we're just gonna go beating down here with our Mountain, see if we can close out this game. This, I mean, we kind of got our thing assembled. Dragon's Claw is our Chalice of the Void in this scenario. And we're still able to attack. We do want to be aware of that now that we have a Koth. We wouldn't mind keeping enough cards in hand that we can attack with our Mountain. Although, if we can Ultimate Koth, that's game over. What's up, Hard Hitter? I do want a Blood Moon, everyone. It is about my favorite thing to do in Magic. Standard tokens deck bring to light? Let me take a peek. Ooh. That looks good. I like it. The Hidden Stockpile Anointed Procession synergy has proven to be way more powerful than it looks. Could modern biorhythm ramp ever be a thing? It could be like an against the odds thing, but a thing? I don't think it's going to be a thing. Are you that upset about not yielding to Dragon's Claw? But what if I want to cast something in response, Grizzit? Let's say our opponent goes to cast a Destructive Revelry on Dragon's Claw, and with the Dragon's Claw trigger on the stack, I want to cast another spell to gain another life. You got to look at the big picture. Okay, I'll just yield. I feel like we're winning by such a... Oh, okay. Well, good. You don't have to leave the stream, Grizzit. We just won. Well, off to a good start in what can be a kind of challenging matchup. Actually, hang on a second. We gotta do a 30-second break before we hit round 2. Quick 30-second break. Be right back with round 2. And we're back. 30 seconds are up, waiting for round 2. So what are all your predictions for the Pro Tour? What do you think's going to break out? What are you most looking forward to? Also, if you're in the US, are you going to stay up and watch it? Or am I going to be the only person, me and Richard, the only US people that are actually staying up and watching watching the Pro Tour? Thank you, Heracross. I'm glad you like the music. Fun fact about the music, if you ever stream or make YouTube videos, all the music on the stream should be safe for both. As far as no copyright issues, you can do whatever you want with it. Jun Scorpion God. Ooh. That is a lot of the sweet -1/-1 counter stuff. Scorpion God plus Archfiend of Ifnir. Seems pretty spicy. Bant Cats. Vizier of Tumbling Sands, Majestic Mariarch. That's a very spicy Bant deck. Hour of Eternity, I like the spicy one-ofs. I didn't really think of going Bat for cats. Elder Deep Fiend, or adding Elder Deep Fiend to Bant Eldrazi, you definitely could. No, the PT is next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And it's in Japan, so I believe it begins at 8 Eastern Time. And that means it goes from like 8 in the morning to 8 at night, essentially, which is interesting. Not my favorite time zone. Also, I'll have to look at it. It might impact next Thursday's stream. Red-Black Minotaurs. Naya Panharmonicon. I'm hoping people pick Panharmonicon back up. Ooh, is this... Uh-oh. Is this an Azusa deck? Aye. Is this a Titan deck? Uh-oh. I hope we draw fast mana here, I think, is what we want. Alright, well, let's go for it. Simian Spirit Guide, exile Simian Spirit Guide. Hope nothing goes horribly wrong with Azusa next turn. Get out Rabs. Start attacking. I think our best bet's just to kill our opponent before we die. Oh, we have Mismatch Rabblemaster? That's not ideal. What do you think about some Circle of Protections for sideboard tech? Aren't they mostly white? I don't know if we want to splash white for Circle of Protection. Come on, no Azusa. Utopia Sprawl. Okay. Man, Blood Moon seems good against what our opponent's doing. That was a weird way of casting that. If we just draw another land and... Oh, alright, well... Desperate Ritual. We're just gonna keep rabbing. Rabble, rabble, rabble. You can see the power of Rabble Master. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have like Damnation or something, but this is a absurdly fast clock. I think we actually just kill our opponent next turn if our opponent can't do anything about it. Because we're hitting for 7 here, and next turn we hit for like infinity. This wasn't the free win I was planning on when we said free win red, but we'll take the free win Rab. Yes, Utopia Sprawl does fall off if the land becomes not a forest. Hey, good game, Salty XD. It might be Death Cloud. I don't think Death Cloud beats us here because we have so many tokens. Our opponent needs like Damnation. And then they're still in the game. Another wow. Okay. Oh, man. Are they going to pick up their land with Utopia Sprawl? That is... No matter what... Oh! Oh, come on, Blood Moon off the top. I mean, I guess we can't cast it. Fatal Push of Rabs, sure. Oh, man, that was brutal. Eternal Witness, yup. I mean, I guess we target. They're going to exile the other card, but... Oh, come on, Blood Moon. We need a land, too, but land and Blood Moon. Can we still win here? I guess if we draw a Bolt, I think we win here. Snow-covered mountain. So play the snow-covered mountain. I think we're going to crack this, because if we hit a removal spell, we can just win. So, crack Relic. Oh, another Rabs. Well, I guess we do it this way. Bolt the Eternal Witness. Play another Relic. Attack with everything. I think this is just short of lethal. Yeah, we put our opponent to 1. Which, I mean, I guess they can't crack fetches. Not that that's a big concern if you're rot farm deck. Yeah, I have no idea what our opponent's doing. It is something unique. Maybe it could be a Belcher deck. I have no idea. And our opponent scoops it up. Well, one thing I do know is Blood Moon is insane against these lands. It is so good. It is so insane. We have a donation, Moldy Ace. You need some Red Bull to stay awake for the Pro Tour streaming from Japan. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm not really a Red Bull drinker, but Pro Tours make me do unhealthy things, like energy drinks, unfortunately. Energy drinks, coffee, it's just, yeah. But they don't come up that often. And they're awesome. Like, I love Pro Tours, and I'm really excited for this one because the standard format seems awesome. What is our opponent playing? I have no idea how to sideboard. I mean, I know I want the Magus of the Moons. That's for sure. No doubts about that. Otherwise, I have no idea what our opponent's doing. It could be Death Cloud. Yeah, this is a free win Skred. It's a somewhat tweaked version of free win red. I have never tried to qualify for a Pro Tour. I don't really grind tournaments. It is interesting. I will say that the changes that they made to the schedule, where you can jump in for one season and qualify essentially for gold or silver in 1 3-month season, that makes it much more likely that I would try to do that someday. Because one of the problems is you got to like commit from the start of the year or the start of the season, whenever that is. And if you start in the middle of the year, you're too far behind for it to really matter, or it's much more difficult. But with the new organized play stuff, it's definitely a lot more possible that I would be like, oh, like I'm gonna try to go to every GP or most GPs for this 3-month span, especially if there's sweet GPs in a format I like, and just be like, let's see what happens. Maybe I spike some GPs and, I don't know, hit silver or something and get to go to a Pro Tour. It would be kind of cool. But I think the new changes make it much more possible. Yeah, so we had a sideboard here before we run out of time. Man, I wish I knew what our opponent was playing. Or had, like, some slight idea what our opponent was playing. I think we go down a bridge. I think we're going to go down 2 bridges. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing. I just hope we Blood Moon them. That's the main plan, just Blood Moon them. Alright, yeah. This is the nuts. Oh my god. Whoa! Turn 1 Blood Moon against the Bounce Land deck. Sorry, I was just talking to Richard about our thumbnail artworks. Oh, yes. Good game. Good game. So we have to exile a card. That card will be, I guess, what do we exile? I guess we can just exile a mountain. I think is fine. Yeah, we're going to exile the mountain. Then we just mountain, ritual, Blood Moon, opponent scoops. Aw, opponent gets to sort of play magic. That's disappointing. Well, play the mountain. Desperate Ritual. Play Blood Moon. Pass the turn. We gotta have 2 Blood Moons in case they kill the first Blood Moon. It might be Death Cloud. We draw Magus to the moon. Pass the turn. Yeah, I'm assuming they probably have answers. Like, it's pretty obvious what our deck's trying to do. Opponent, gonna be difficult for them to Death Cloud us. Land, please. There's a land. Well, Blood Moon number 2. They're gonna need a lot of Utopia Sprawls. Urborg, it's a mountain. Uh-oh. They can cast things? Okay, they can't cast things. I was scared for a second that our opponent might play Magic, and we wouldn't really get the free win, but this win's looking pretty free. Hit our opponent. Play a PN Nalar. 2 Blood Moons is a pretty good stack of Blood Moons, and our clock is pretty fast. We just hope our opponent doesn't draw black mana. Alright, Verdant Catacombs. Blood Moon is such a busted Magic card. Oh, it's so good. It's so good and so much fun. You haven't had fun until you do this to your opponent. Chandra. So I think we win next turn. Hit our opponent. Down to 10. See, that's where the free wins come from. Uh-oh. Double green. Is our opponent going to cast a spell? No. Thragtusk would be annoying. That would make them live for a minute. What is this? Ooh, Garruk. Okay. So this gets them double black? What could they have that actually ruins our day? They still can't Death Cloud. Because they need triple black. So Blood Moon basically overwrites Urborg because it's a mountain. So even though this would be making everything into swamps, Blood Moon supersedes it and makes it a mountain. I mean, even Abrupt Decay doesn't really do it. Oh, they just make a beast. Okay. Well, if they make a beast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sack a token, 9, 10, Skred the beast. Oh, that puts us a point of damage short. Okay. Oh. I think that does it exactly. So, take up Chandra. Hit our opponent. Down to 8. No redirect. Skred the beast. Send everything at our opponent. Man, that's Xaxes, isn't it? Down to 3, Lightning Bolt our opponent, and it's a free win. We will not redirect, and our opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Alright. Off to a really good start with free win Skred. Up to 2-0, 2-0, which, we're getting close. One more win locks in our first treasure chest, which is not bad for just 2 rounds into the tournament. Yeah, we drew pretty good. I mean, the thing is, the beauty of Blood Moon is it gives you so much time that you don't have to draw good. That's kind of, in a lot of matchups, just playing a Blood Moon on turn 1 or turn 2 is like, gains you 10 turns. Like, it's really insane how much of an advantage you have. Not every deck, but against a lot of decks, it's just such a huge swing in the game. And we were a little lucky to have literal turn 1. That doesn't happen that often. Turn 2 is much more common. But we get to play first. Okay. So we get to Faithless Looting to look for a Ritual or some sort of fast mana to play our Blood Moon on turn 2. So, Snow-Covered Mountain, Faithless Looting. Come on, fast mana. Desperate Ritual, the Monkey. So we'll discard a Snow-Covered Mountain and a I guess a Rabble Master. Pass the turn. Fun is a zero-sum game. The more fun we take away from our opponent, the more fun we have. Attempting to defend the criminal play of Commandeer Mana Crypt. Oh man. Oh, that was one of the highlights of my Commander Clash life. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Rumpelstiltskin? Scalding Tarn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. We're gonna get Thought Seized. So Blood Moon's only good if we get it down. This is probably Grixis Shadow. So we actually got to be able to resolve our Blood Moon for it to do anything meaningful. Scrambleverse against the odds. That would be a fun one. I mean, it's pretty random, but I would be down for Scrambleverse. Yeah, there goes our Blood Moon. As predicted. Now we're going to draw a mountain. All right, pass the turn. Opponent's all the way down to 15. That means they could potentially just have Death Shadow already this turn. There's a Street Wraith. So we'd really love to find a... There's a Blood Crypt. Down to 11. Untap. Opponent passes. Oh, play Snow-Covered Mountain. I guess we just Rabble Master. We'd really love to find Ensnaring Bridge to not die immediately to Death Shadows. Opponent has more removal. Alright, pass the turn. Yikes. This is not looking great. What changes do you think New Perspective got from Hour of Devastation? I mean, there's more cycling options, but I think that that's about it. I don't think there's much outside of just more cycling stuff. And I don't even know, like, how much different that is. The combo would... Oh, boy. The combo would essentially be the same. So that doesn't really change. But maybe some of the new cycling cards are better than the old ones. There goes our Lightning Bolt. Opponent has a land. Oh, man. Stubborn Denial would be brutal. Well, play this no cover. We got to go for it. If they have Stubborn Denial on Chandra, we'll just cry ourselves to sleep. Alright, at least that didn't happen. So take up Chandra. No bridge. Alright, hit our opponent to 9. Pass the turn. I mean, now if we can stick a bridge, we might be able to just Chandra to victory. Opponent's down to 7. Yeah, they do have Battle Rage for the sneaky kill. Even just Spell Queller being up for Shadow of the Grave kills the deck. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a glass cannon. And it really depends on what the format looks like, how powerful it is. Especially counter spells being around. Alright, let's I think we have a new donation. $15 from Frog Killer 46. Seth, you the man. Well, thank you so much, Frog Killer. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. That is super duper amazing. Hey, thank you, Diamond Sat. I probably really butchered that one. Thank you again for the donation. That is amazing. So what do we do here? We can tick up Chandra, or we can first Faithless Looting, and then if we draw a bridge, use Chandra for mana? I think we're just going to Looting first. So Faithless Looting. Even just more Lightning Bolts would be pretty awesome here. Wow. Alright, Bridge and Bolt. Well, discard Desperate Ritual, discard Gemstone Cavern. We're just going to take up Chandra for damage, put our opponent to 5, and pass the turn. Now if our opponent Thought Seizes, we can win with Bolt in response. There's a Snapcaster. Probably for Thought Scour. We're super close to winning this game. Super, super close. And we're even going to get the bridge down. Oh man, stealing game 1 here would be super huge. Opponent Thought Scours. Sure. Well, we don't have a mountain. Oh, the Gemstone Caverns? Opponent. Certain Visions. Well, Death Shadow's a lot less scary when they don't have a Death Shadow. I mean, it's possible. It is possible. Something like counter our Bolt, Kolaghan's command our Ensnaring Bridge, play a Death Shadow, attack us for a couple turns. First killing Chandra. Something along those lines could still beat us. Because Death Shadow is going to be super huge if our opponent finds it. They put both cards on top. If we untap, I think we just lead on Ensnaring Bridge. If our opponent counters it, then we Lightning Bolt. Yeah, Claim to Fame, I don't know if they're playing that or not. Blood Moon is pretty good against this deck as well. They usually play very minimal basics. I think Grixis plays a few more than some of the more greedy ones, but still, not that many basics in this deck. I don't really want to Bolt end of turn because of our opponent countering it with the Force Spike that I'm not thinking of. The Ferocious Force Spike. I was just talking about it earlier. So we don't want to play into that. Death Shadow, okay. And Big Delve card. Oh, well now we can Bolt. Yeah. Now we can Bolt because if our opponent fetches out a blue source, they drop to 3 and die to Chandra anyway. So we win even if they have a counter here. They're basically taking a Lightning Bolt either way. Whew! Alright, well, stole the first one from Death Shadow, which is good. Now we just have to steal one more out of the next 2. I think Claim to Fame could be good in this deck. I wonder if it's better than Kolaghan's command in this deck. It feels like it's got to be close at least. Hey, welcome, Eric Smith. Good to have you. Gonna try one Claim to Fame next week in Grixis Death Shadow main, cut the 4th Fatal Push. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Bot Punchos, 4 months in a row. Sorry I'm at work, had to hop on real quick to resub. Keep on keeping on, and don't forget to return my email. Alright, Bot Punchos. I will not forget, and thank you so much for the resub. Definitely appreciate it. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. I don't know. I think it's different. I miss Chalice of the Void. Chalice of the Void is the card that I miss most with this build. I'm also slightly skeptical of trying to win with Rabble Masters with the Ensnaring Bridge plan, although I can see how it can work. Cisvo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy? See, that was easy. Nailed it. Can I sign your Blood Moons? Yes. Yes. I need to like this week. Maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. I gotta get a P.O. box. That's the thing I gotta do. And then I'm gonna just have a P.O. box. I will put it out there publicly. If you want me to sign something, if you want to, whatever, just send me a letter instead of an email, or send me something, then there'll just be a P.O. box out there where you can just, anytime you want to, send me something, and I'll go check it a couple times a week and send it back to you type thing. So I'm going to try to do that. I got to do that. If I can't do it tomorrow, the beginning of next week. So keep an eye out. Remind me next stream. Hopefully by next stream, I will have a P.O. box to give you where you can just send me cards. You don't even have to ask me first if you don't want to, but you can just send me stuff and I will sign it and send it back to you. I think we're just going to bring in the Magus of the Moons over... Well, let's go down a Relic. Let's try it like that. One Rabble Master, one Relic. If I see you, I will... No signing Infect cards. It's a rule. I just made it up. Oh, man. Oh, good golly. Oh, so much. Oh. Alright, we're going to keep it. I mean, Mana Source, Mana Source, Mana Source. This is a turn 1 Blood Moon hand if our opponent doesn't have Thoughtseize. So we're hoping our opponent just does not have discard. If they do have discard, the good news is we can play a turn 1 Chandra or a turn 1 Ensnaring Bridge. I think it's fine just because our backup plans are fine. Like, even if our opponent takes our Blood Moon, yeah, we're going to keep it. I think the upside for this hand is good enough. What's the most goldfish-looking MTG card? Huh. I haven't thought about that. Watery Grave. Untapped. Come on, Serum Visions. Not Thoughtseize. It's a Thoughtseize. Well, we're playing a turn 1 something. I think our opponent's got to take Blood Moon. I assume they have to take Blood Moon, which means we'll probably just turn 1 Chandra and try to Ensnaring Bridge the following turn. Maybe they have a hand that doesn't have to take Blood Moon, but it seems likely that that's what they got to do. Zyron999 3 months in a row says, amulet is how you say amulet. Thanks for all the great content. Well, thank you for the pronunciation corrections, Zyron, and thank you also for the subscription. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Also, we brought in the Magus of the Moon, so maybe our deck will just love us and give us a Blood Moon here. Gemstone Caverns. That would have been a sweet land to have in our opening hand. So play the Mountain. Simian Spirit Guide, Desperate Ritual, Simian Spirit Guide, play Chandra, take up Chandra. Oh, Blood Moon! No! Oh, we exiled the Blood Moon. Well, turn 1 Chandra. I do like turn 1 Chandra. Scalding Dart. Is it good enough? Our opponent's probably going to get down to... If they have, like, Death Shadow and another discard spell... Oh, I wanted that Blood Moon. Blood Crypt. Down to 11. Opponent. Cycles. Down to 9. There's a Death Shadow. Oh, do they have a counter? I mean, I think we gotta go for it. Play the land, add mana. Snaring Bridge. Come on, no Stubborn Denial. Oh, God. That's bad. That's very bad. Oh, man. Killing it's so risky. There's a lot of ways that that just goes wrong for us. Opponent. Inquisition. Well... Bold our opponent's face. This is most likely just game, though. The problem with playing Bridge is our opponent's deck likely has Kolaghan's Command. And if they just kill Bridge, then we lose our Chandra, and that's pretty bad too. Wow. All right. Well, opponent had the nuts. I mean, our draw was good, but our opponent had, I think that's just their best possible draw. I'm pretty sure. All right. Well, on to sideboarding. Hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, there was a lot of broken stuff going on that game from both sides. I think we gotta bolt the face there. The Death Shadow is already huge. There's a... I don't think we can not bolt the face and try to kill our opponent. Alright, well... Relic is decent. We have a turn 2 Magus of the Moon if our opponent doesn't have discard. And we have the Rabble Master Clock. And our opponent's mulliganing. So maybe they don't have the turn 1 discard. Relic is nice because it does really slow down their other kills, like Tassigurs and Gurmag Anglers. I think the minus on Chandra is pretty risky. Opponent has discard, of course. Can take the Magus of the Moon. I mean, we still get to run out Rabs. I don't know if that's enough, but it's something. Well, that's our point. They got to take Magus, right? Unless they have like a Bolt, I guess maybe they take something else. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can debate whether that's the right play, but I'm pretty sure if we... if I went for it and we ended up getting blown out by our opponent cycling something, that would have looked pretty bad as well. So we get our Rabble Master, get to start pinging in for a bit. Go with the Desperate Ritual because we actually might want to cast the Ape. It does let our opponent know our hand, which is a downside, but upside of casting Simian Spirit Guide is worth giving up a bit of knowledge. When will I play the Madcap Refurbished deck? Well, I have to find it and build it first, or maybe just build it. I got a pretty good idea of what our opponent was doing based on the match that we played. Another Spirit Guide. Well, go to combat. Get a Goblin. Attack with everything. Does our opponent have removal? Looks like they do. Unfortunately. Oh, Madcap Refurbished guy was on Reddit? I didn't see the Reddit post. Well, I'll have to go find it because the deck was super sweet. Watery Grave, untapped. Snapcaster. Well, that's not the way we wanted to lose our Rabble Master. But, I mean, we get rid of a Snapcaster. That's something. Opponent blocks. We play our Mountain, and it's time! The classic Ape beatdown plan. The worst of our plans. Pluto Delta for our opponent. Cracks it. Oh, Ensnaring Bridge would be a sweet draw. We'd be pretty happy about that. Oh, thank you for linking the deck list, Donovan Bane. That'll make it easy. Serum Visions. Maybe they don't have Death Shadow in hand. Yeah, deck was super spicy. Definitely want to give it a try. Oh, they do have a Death Shadow. Boo! Oh, not two. Opponent. Well, come on, Ensnaring Bridge off the top of our deck. Well, Hazaret you. Get in with Hazoret. If they have the double strike spell, we could definitely lose here. I mean, yeah, the line's risky if they have Battle Rage. But if they have Battle Rage, I think we're going to lose either way. I think our best bet's to try to kill our opponent. Opponent takes it. Pass the turn. Come on, no Battle Rages. They shouldn't be able to kill Hazoret. I mean, I feel like this is a deck that, from this position, without any Blood Moons or Ensnaring Bridges, I feel like we don't win the long game. And our opponent, most likely, I mean, with a fetch land and whatever, they're going to be able to lose life anyway. So I feel like we have to get in as much damage as we can. Opponent attacks and attacks. Is there any way of blocking out of this? We block with both tokens. They Teamer Battle Rage. We don't lose. We block with both tokens. They cycle a Street Wraith. It goes to 11. That's 22. So if they have Street Wraith plus... If they have Street Wraith Teamer Battle Rage, we lose no matter how we block. Well, we gotta block at least one. It's too easy. If we don't block any, we just lose to Street Wraith. I think we just chump with both tokens. I was just trying to figure out if putting 2 toughness in front of them changed anything. And I don't think it does. We still lose to them having Street Wraith plus Teamer Battle Rage. So I think we just token chump both. And see what happens. So we aren't dead to just Teamer Battle Rage. Our opponent would need Battle Rage plus another card. Alright. The chumping works. Opponent plays a land. And a Tasigur. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do we just attack with both? Yeah, I think this does it. Because our opponent can't even Fatal Push, so... No! Oh! The problem is Stubborn Denial. Man. Yeah, I guess if we get in, we win with Hazoret's ability. That's very true. That plays around Stubborn Denial. Well, let's see. Our opponent could have Slaughter Pact as their last card to block, kill, and we got the GGs. Our aggressiveness paid off. The risky attack, our opponent didn't have it. We put him to the test, and we are on to 3-0. 3-0, 3-0. Whoo! Free win Skred. Doing pretty well. Pretty well. So we already have treasure chest number 1 locked in with 2 whole rounds to go. Vivicatus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, the kids are eating something tonight. Right now it's just like a little bedtime snack, but if we can get another win or two, there'll be a lot of eating going on. Wow. All right. Well, so far so good. Let's go on to the next round. Not only is our league going well, but we might be able to wrap things up with Momir tonight. things are going fast enough that it seems like a possibility. So, on to round 3. Win in the next 11 minutes before you have to leave? Well, I'll see what I can do, Tracy King. Winning 2 matches in 3 minutes could be a challenge. I think the trend of people playing sweet decks and running into me on Against the Odds or Budget Magic and then posting them is super awesome. I just love the fact that people are getting the chance to show off those decks, because we do run into some really cool stuff. The Reanimator one was a great example. That deck looks so good against us. I think the problem I see with those Reanimator decks is if they ever got really good, then people could play Sideboard Hate that would be good against them, because we do have Graveyard Hate now. Hey, since you do well with the last Tongue Twister, Theopolis Thistle, the successful Thistle Shifter, thrusts 3,000 thistles through the thick of his thumb. Theopolis Thistle, the successful Thistle Shifter, thrusts 3,000 thistles through the thick of his thumb. I can't say real words, but I can tongue twister like it's no one's business. Kava Major. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. All right, and we get to be on the play. Let's see what this hand looks like. It looks like turn 2 Koth. That's pretty good. We have a new donation. $5, 595042413. Red God in Modern for the Tier 1 Shadow, for the kill of Tier 1 Shadow. Oh my god, yeah. Red God making its presence felt in Modern. And thank you so much, 595, for the donation. Yeah. Yeah, this hand's fine. I mean, we have a Blood Moon, and we're on the draw, but turn 1 Relic, that beats some decks. That's like free win against Dredge. The 5-0 Dream. Oh, we are on the play. Never mind. That's even better. Relic go. Would still just like to draw Blood Moon, but... Johnny the Dench? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. What's our opponent up to across the board? Verdant Catacombs. Well, I mean, I think we're just going for it. We had another Koth too. Well, Snow-Covered Mountain. Oh, man. The problem is they can Fatal Push our Mountain, and that is brutal. Although, if we can Ultimate Koth, it's so good. We don't have any defense for a turn 2 something. I missed the Relic, the Chalice of the Voids from the original build. But I'm coming around on this new build. We could also just play Pia and Karanalar. We gotta play something. Huh. Alright, I mean, yeah, I guess you don't play free win red to not cast Planeswalkers on turn 2. Oh, no! Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's fine. I guess Koth. I guess we'll go Koth. Man, if they Fatal Push our Mountain and then play a Bob or something and kill our Koth, that is pretty disappointing. What one is newly controlled? Koth does not give them Mountain Haste, and you can't readily tell which one you played, so be aware of that if you ever play the deck. This one should be unsummoning sick. Hit our opponent. Oh, the humanity. Oh, we're going to lose because of this. Blood Crypt, untapped. Haha. Exile your Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, Rado would be nice, because I do occasionally blow myself out. There goes our Mountain. Come on, no creature. Overgrown Tomb. Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, this is bad. Bad news. Oh! Bolt the Ooze. Good news. News is good. Now we might... Oh, now they need like a Maelstrom Pulse or something. Or we just get to Ultimate Koth, and even with one mountain, we should find more. This is a huge turn. They need a Bolt. They need a Maelstrom Pulse. It's a Goyf. It's a Goyf. Goyf isn't going to do it. Oh, the ultimate. Now we just got to draw lands. Land? Rabs. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Attacking would be super risky. So we could crack the relic, draw a card. See if we draw a mountain and decide what we're doing. I guess that's true. No, Koth Ultimate doesn't kill Tarmogoyf. We can't crack the relic and... Alright. Well, let's crack the relic. See what we hit. Oh, it's a mountain. Alright. No, then Koth goes to the graveyard. Yes, everything grows the Goyf. That was still the right line. That's still the correct line. Ultimating first doesn't work because then if we don't draw land, it doesn't work. And I'm still debating whether it's right to just attack with the mountain. I don't think -2 Koth is on our list. I don't think getting out Rabble is the right line. We can hit our opponent for 4. The ultimate... Does the ultimate win us the game from this position is the question. If we keep drawing mountains, yes. If we don't draw mountains, though... It's all about getting rid of this Goyf. Well, play the mountain. Ultimate Koth, pass the turn. I think this is still the correct line. I mean, ultimate and win sounds good. It's going to really depend on us drawing more mountains. If we draw a mountain this turn, then it probably works. If we don't, we could just lose to Goyfs and Raging Ravines and such. Opponent gets in for 2. So, ping our opponent down to 9. Come on, mountain. Oh, that was the worst draw. Now if they have a land, they can start getting in with Stomping Grounds. Inquisition takes our Rabble Master, pumps the Goyf, plays another Raging Ravine. Are we going to lose the Koth Ultimate race? It's seeming like a possibility. We hit our opponent to 7. We are. Land, please? Alright, there's a mountain. Pass the turn. Good lord. It's going to come down to us drawing a land next turn. That's going to be the game. We didn't have a way to kill the Goyf. Oh my goodness. Now this is a huge decision point. Let's see the new donation. $10 from Frog Killer again. You still the man. You don't have to read this out loud, but I'm looking at my mill list. I've been running it for a year. Added Sanities, but I don't run Traumatize because I have to read it out loud. Even if you tell me not to, I have to. It's a rule. Well, actually, you don't have to read this out. I've been running this list for a year. I don't run Traumatize because it's too slow. Oh, well, Frog Killer, thank you so much for the donation, and I'm pulling up the list now. After we make our decisions, I will try to take a peek at it. I'm interested, because I definitely want to play Frang Sanity Mill. Whew! So, here's the situation we're at. This is a super interesting situation. We kill the Raging Ravine here, we drop to 10, and next... we drop to 10. Our opponent the next turn can hit us for potentially 8. The riskier line is just to ping our opponent, and if we top deck a land, we win. It's definitely a risky line, but, I mean, we've been going risky all league. So don't we just, we can't wait till next turn to kill the Ravine because it will grow. It gets a +1/+1 counter. Oh boy. How does it go wrong if we kill the land? We drop to 10. They draw land. Raging Ravine, Tarmogoyf. Yeah, alright. I think killing the land's correct. So we'll wait till the trigger's on the stab so they can't, like, bolt us in response. Ping down the Raging Ravine. I think if we draw land this turn, we still win the game. And this also gives us the next turn probably to draw land to win the game. So Raging Ravine down. $3 from Professor Cud. You did amazing well in the tongue twister, but please keep butchering card names, especially in Commander Clash. The 5-0 Dreamo. Thank you, Professor Cud. And no worries. Very likely that I continue to butcher card names. Come on, land. Land off the top for the win. Oh, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Huh. Oh no. Now what? We kill the Goyf and lose to Raging Ravine, right? Alright. We'll kill the Goyf. We also get to draw a card to try to find a land. So, play the Relic. Crack the Relic, draw a card. Ooh, and a land. That's what we needed. So that should be game. Kill Goyf, play the Mountain, pass the turn. Wow, we got there. We got there. So now with our lands, we can still kill Raging Ravine. Yeah, opponent gets in. So with this, we can even kill Raging Ravine next turn, now that we have 4 lands. We can also just play Pia and Karen Nalaar, which gums up the board pretty well. I don't know if that's better than just using our lands. Opponent gets in, plays a Swamp, and passes. Man, we also have some tricky lines where we Koth, take down Koth, play Pia and Karen Nalaar. We could lose to Double Bolt, but we're losing to that anyway. Alright. I guess we just pass. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Double Bolt. And our opponent scoops it up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, the winning streak is staying alive. Whew. The problem with just trusting Bridge is Abrupt Decay would be an out. If they had Untap Land, Abrupt Decay, attack with Raging Ravine, then we'd probably lose. Try refreshing if you don't have sound. Sure. I'll check out your Grixis Trash for Treasure build. Let me see, where'd this mill deck go? So this is... Oh, the mill deck looks sweet. I like it, Frog Kill. Traumatize is kind of slow. I like the Esperiness of it. Detention Sphere seems good. Path is good. Yeah, it looks really solid. Even just Archive Trap with having Fraying Sanity seems pretty good. Alright, so against Jund, what do I think of Infect in Modern? Infect in Modern has actually gotten a lot worse lately. Yeah, I always answer the sound question by talking. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I always do it. So, Jund. It might be a match where we take out Rabble Masters for Magus of the Moons. Maybe Magus of the Moon. Could bring in Revoker or Spellskite. Maybe even Sin Prodder. We'll go down 2 Rabble Masters for Magus of the Moons. Our opponents actually just have too much removal for Rabble Master to be that good. We'd rather have more resilient threats like PN Karen, Hazaret, or Planeswalkers. So get in the rest of the Blood Moons. Yeah. Maybe, alright, let's go down Rabble Masters, go up a Sin Prodder, and I think a Revoker. Maybe we try it like that. The other option, maybe Spellskite is actually more important. Spellskite saves 1 bridge or moon from an Abrupt Decay, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I think Spellskite is probably better here. I don't know about the Sin Prodders. Having a hard time figuring out where exactly they're supposed to come in. Yeah, Rabble Master's not great in this matchup. Well, alright. I mean... we got lots of removal, which is good. Our only real payoff is bridge, which is meh. And there goes our bridge. How much would I have to donate to you to play 100% Real Big Fish on stream? It's my favorite band and a flavor win. Well, that might have to be a special stream. So the problem with music in the stream is if it's copywritten, it keeps us from putting it on YouTube, and it also, because of copyright issues, and it also mutes the video on demands. So we try to do all copyright-free music for those reasons, so we can have the replay YouTube and whatnot. So that's the main thing, but there could be a way to do a special stream where uploading it wasn't really a major concern, or the video on demand wasn't a major concern. I could definitely do something like that on my personal Twitch. I just haven't had time to do much on my personal Twitch in a while, but I need to do stuff on it once in a while, because then we can listen to the music that I like. I mean, I like the music on the stream, but I could listen to other music that I like even more. Yes, if you buy the rights to Real Big Fish and make it legal for me to play the music, I will definitely do it. No questions asked. More mountains. I mean, I guess we just get the bridge out there? We're not doing anything else. I'm assuming since our opponent hasn't been taking it, they have an answer for it. Is my guess. Or they're just going to go on the Liliana plan or something. There's a land. Opponent's passing? Okay. Well, alright. Monkey beats. The plan C of our deck. Yeah, this is very much classic Jund. Yeah, I'm not sure why they went after the Skred so aggressively. So is this Abrupt Decay, untapped Tarmogoyf? Yeah, that makes sense. Now the Tarmogoyf's going to be really big. Man, Blood Moon is so good in this matchup if we ever draw it. There's the Goyf. Blood Moon? More lands. Well, play the snow-covered mountain, pass the turn. What is the main thing to do with boosters on MTGO? How can you sell them in a worth kind? So I would just sell them to... like Card Hoarder, MTGO Traders, GoatBots. Any of those places are super legit and will give you fair prices. Free Win Red is about my all-time favorite deck. This build is a little different than what we usually play. Yeah, I mean, I guess we try to kill the Goyf. It's probably our best play here. So block Goyf. Get the damage on it. And then just bolt the Goyf. Alright, Goyf down. So one threat dealt with. We're still drawing live to like Blood Moons. There's an Ooze. Man, Blood Moon is so good against Jund. Come on, deck. Oh boy. Oh boy. Monkey Beats, Monkey Beats. Monkey Beats isn't gonna get it done. I mean, we're still drawing very live. Blood Moon is very good. After we get down Blood Moon, another Ensnaring Bridge is very good. So we have lots of live draws, even though things don't look great at the moment. Here comes Raging Ravine. Also, I mean, Blood Moon shuts down Raging Ravine as well. It's just, like, so good if we can draw it. $3 from 595-02413. Ape is here. We need some Monkey Song. Oh, yeah. Well, we had the Monkey Song earlier, but I guess, I mean, maybe we can find it again at some point. Thank you so much, 595. Definitely appreciate it. Well, come on, Blood Moon. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon into Ensnaring Bridge. That's what we need. That's what we want. That's how we win. Well, P and Karen is not a bad draw. It's not a Blood Moon we win draw, but it's a reasonable way to gum up the board and not just die to our opponent. While we're waiting to hopefully draw into a Blood Moon. But Blood Moon is the card we need. I think it really is Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge. Those are the two cards that we need. Opponent goes attacking. And I think we just take it for now, since next turn we can chump and sack. Alright, they kill our P and Karen. We don't have very many ways to just kill an Ooze. Eat the P and Karen. So we can chump for a bit. We're never going to kill our opponent's stuff. Come on, deck. Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge. Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge. Or maybe Ensnaring Bridge for... Oh, Confidant. Yikes. Desperate Ritual. There is a downside to playing Desperate Rituals. Pass the turn. Yeah, and now we're getting pretty close to being dead. Opponent gets an Inquisition. Now I think the order is reversed. We got to draw the bridge first, or we're going to be dead. And we got to draw it this turn, I think. We might be able to survive one more turn. We're not dead yet, but we're not especially alive either. Alright, here comes our opponent. We're going to do some chumping. So it starts with Ensnaring Bridge into Blood Moon to lock out their answers to Ensnaring Bridge. And I think this is our last turn to draw something. Inquisition takes Desperate Ritual. Come on, deck. Bridge. Bolt. I'm not sure Bolt actually does anything here. Dark Confidant gets a land. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Verdant Catacombs cracks it. Now our opponent gets basic Forest, so Blood Moon is not the hard out. So, I mean, we can try to live one more turn. Now we need, like, bridge into Spellskite, maybe? Bridge into bridge. Opponent attacks. Oh, did they also draw removal? Alright. Yep, that does it. Oh, boy. Deck. Oh, Blood Moon is so good against Jund. We just never found one. Good news is we get to be on the play this game. So we can just get a turn 1 Blood Moon hand, and none of that actually matters, whatever our opponent does. Jay Zoller can insert you onto the Momir list if you are interested. Eldest Scream, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. The monkey is so important to the deck. It really is. Like, the explosiveness is what this deck is all about, so we really need to have Simian Spirit Guide. Even though it's not a great beatdown creature, doesn't do anything awesome in that sense, it is very much a necessity. Alright, come on. Turn 1 Blood Moon? Turn 2 Blood Moon. Alright, we'll try this. Swimmer Ward, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for our new subscriber. I saw you play against, I put together a deck I saw you play against on Against the Odds. Wanted to take it to F&M. What do you think? The Tominator, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that deck. It looks really sweet. I really like it. So I think we're just going to pass. I don't think we're going to Faithless Looting yet. And we're going to cross our fingers, hope that our opponent plays like a tap land. That would be the best. Opponent plays a tap land. We turn 2 this Magus of the Moon, and our opponent doesn't have a boulder or anything. Not a tap land. Actually, our opponent's going to get a basic land. It's a swamp. And an Inquisition. Oh boy. Desert Tribal, eh? Oh, I remember seeing this the other day. Well, you don't have many deserts in it. I think maybe more lands that go in and out of the graveyard could be good. I guess Vessel of Nascency helps in that regard. Not 100% sold on Gura per Ori. Opponent takes Desperate Ritual. Huh. Okay. I guess they're just gonna play around. Just gonna play around our Blood Moons by sacrificing stuff. So we'll just play Spellskite for now, pass the turn. Bridge is a good backup. Jay Zoller, moderator Jay Zoller, if you send him your information, he will be able to add you. It was very similar to Desert Tribal in that you replay lands in combo with Gitrog. Yeah, I think it seems sweet. I like the idea. It was a fun deck. I mean, Bolt isn't... opponent has Thoughtseize. Jeez, discard.deck. I mean, that is Jund. Discard.deck is a good nickname. Takes a Magus of the Moon. Plays a Verdant Catacombs. Well, come on, land off the top. Would make us happy. Okay, it's a land. So play the land. Get down our Ensnaring Bridge. Hope our opponent doesn't have Liliana here. And hope we draw another land to play Pian Karen next turn. So we have Bridge with protection. Modern Infect is relatively bad right now. It lost Gitaxian Probe, and it does not deal well. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Thoughtseize, Liliana. That's a Jund thing. Well, we really need to draw land here. Land? Alright. So we get down Pian Karen, which at least gives us a way to deal with this Liliana. Almost guaranteed. Our opponent needs like Damnation or something. We did lose our protection for... for our bridge. Opponent discards a land. I guess they can kill our Thopters, but that's not a great plan. What do you think of making against the odds attempt at tribal changelings when Ixalan releases? That could be pretty sweet. Opponent killing our stuff. Down to 2 cards. Not a great land. Well, kill Liliana. Step 1. Do we just wait? What could we draw? We can Faithless Looting. The problem with waiting is Liliana again. Let's just pass. Let's pass. Hold on to the Caverns. I'd rather looting with 2 cards in hand. If we draw another land next turn, it gets a lot better. Opponent has Catacombs. They do have to kill our bridge before they start attacking. Another Liliana. Takes up. Well, we're both empty-handed, which is not great. Now we got to kill Liliana again. Skred, not super helpful. Well, send everything at Liliana. Pass the turn. The only good news is, if our opponent draws a creature, they're going to play it pre-combat because of Liliana. So if they do draw like a Bob or a Ooze or something, we can Skred it. They draw a Terminate. Ugh, that slows down our clock. Takes up Liliana. Planeswalker, please? Well, attack Liliana. Blood Moon is not as good here because our opponent has a lot of basics now. Opponent finds a Goyf. Okay. Well, if we can draw a Chandra, we kill Liliana. I think we're gonna... looting isn't even good. The problem with looting is we can't cast anything. I guess we could find a relic. We could find a lightning bolt. Alright, we're gonna looting. I think we gotta do something. Well, discard, discard. We do lose another bridge. Attack Liliana. Wouldn't have minded drawing the bridge. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. Oh, there's a Bob. This is not looking good. Come on, deck. Oh, boy. The problem is our opponent's going to draw outs to our stuff now that they have Dark Confidant. And once they do, we lose super quick. And they've managed to search out enough basics that our Blood Moon isn't really protecting our stuff. There's a land. And an Ooze. Oh, yep. Takes up. We need a Chandra or a Lightning Bolt at least. Simian Spirit Guide was not the card we needed. I mean, we can cast it. I guess that's something. I mean, we're not going to scoop it up. We're not out of the game, but we're definitely behind here, even though we have our lock set up. So, cast the monkey, pass the turn. Opponent. Dark Confidant. Okay, that's not Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay is the main thing we're scared of here. Hazoret would be a great draw. Uh-oh. Okay, gonna gain some life with the Ooze. Another Dark Confidant. And a land. Oh my goodness. Come on, deck. Relic. Relic is actually pretty good. Play Relic. Crack Relic. Ugh, lands. Well, maybe we gotta ignore Liliana and attack our opponent. Yikes, yikes. Play a land, pass the turn. Come on, no Abrupt Decays, no Maelstrom Pulses. Liliana, not good. Anger of the Gods, not especially good. Except it does get rid of our opponent's Dark Confidants. Our opponent, do they have to fire it off here? Alright, they cash in Liliana. There goes our Spirit Guide. Oh, they're casting double black spells through our Blood Moon. That's not ideal. Yeah, I mean, if we draw... Oh, man, a Planeswalker is what we really need. That's our best path to victory. Ooze gains a life up to 9. Planeswalker, please? Pass the turn. Dark Confidant, land. And 1 mana spell, Inquisition. Okay. I would have rather drawn a second Bridge, I think, than a second Blood Moon. Ticks up Liliana. Gonna discard the Inquisition, I'm sure. Yep. Another Goyf. Oh, man, they're gonna find Abrupt Decay. They're gonna find it. We really need to draw something here, deck. Come on. Come on, deck. Chandra? Alright, there's a Chandra. Tick up Chandra. We gotta go face. We gotta go face. We gotta try to end this. So, no redirect to Liliana. Opponent's to 6. Oh, come on. Come on, die, Bob. Die to Bob. Come on, Dark Confidant. Land. Down to 2 for a Huntmaster. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They might have to anger here. I think they got to anger and then Huntmaster just to not die. Ticks up. It's not over. We could draw a bolt. If we draw a lightning bolt, it's over. Here's the anger. Yep. And then Huntmaster to go up to 2. We do really need to draw a spell here. Plays a land. Come on, lightning bolt, Chandra. Skred. Well, that's fine. Take up Chandra. Oh! Lightning bolt our opponent to 1. No redirect. Pass the turn. This is it. This is it. This is it. They gotta draw it here. They gotta draw it here. They're dead to Chandra. Yep, we'll pass. This is the turn. No Maelstrom Pulse, no Abrupt Decay. Do we get it? Did we get it? Onto the 4-0 with free win Skred. And our bonus scoops it up. Wow, we got there. Whoo, my goodness. Yes, that was game 3. On to 4-0. We finally found the Chandra. Our opponent never found... Whoo, our opponent never found an Abrupt Decay. And, yeah, well, the 5-0 dream alive and well. We got to win one more match. So we have some chests locked in. We got to win one more. One more match for the 5-0. So, oh man. All right, let's do our final 30-second break. Come back for round 5. See if we can lock in the 5-0 and crack open some treasure chests. Yeah, be right back. 30 seconds. And we're back, waiting for the last round of our league. What's up, Dixie? Good to see ya. I don't think the stream really affects prices on things very often. Yeah, I don't know why there's sometimes commercials, sometimes not. Would you have a day where you would go through deck submissions of viewers and take votes from the mods and yourself and play the deck for the day? I think that could be a cool special stream. Just remembered last time you streamed, you went 4-1. Just saying, don't blow it. Yeah, hopefully we don't blow it. Let me check out your machine gun list, Pika Plays. Ooh, Brawl. I like Thermo Alchemist with Firebrand Archer, Dynavolt Tower. That looks really fun. Brawl's a really interesting addition. I haven't really seen that in that style of deck before. I mean, we'll probably still play traditional free win red at some point. Free win red with chalices. Alright. Turn 1 Rabs? Turn 1 Rabs. Not a Blood Moon. If Rabble Master was Blood Moon, we'd probably just win, but... I mean, this is still good, right? Exile Spirit Guide, Rabble Master. Hit you for 1. Pass the turn. Basic Island and a Curse Catcher. We draw land. So, play Relic. Play Snow-Covered Mountain. Attack with everything. Hit our opponent for 6 here on turn 2. I don't think we actually... Oh, they're going to block. That's good news. They're not going to block. That's bad news. I don't think Rabs can actually get it done against Merfolk. But Bridge. If we resolve a Bridge, I don't know if our opponent can beat it. Definitely cracking Relic here to try to draw something. We beat Jund in the last match. It was super close, but we squeaked out a super close victory. Alright, opponent dismembers. Sure. And Vile. Well, let's crack our Relic. Come on, something. Not a great Blood Moon match. Not good at all. Oh boy. Well, get in. I mean, Blood Moon stops Mutavault, and that's about it. Play Blood Moon. Shuts down Cavern, not really relevant. I guess it kind of keeps them off double blue. Yeah, they're still off double blue. And it does shut down Mutavault, so that's... Oh, Smuggler's Copter. That's not ideal. We gotta draw something here. Play a Relic. Crack the Relic. Draw more lands. Oh boy. We're fizzling. We're fizzling. We haven't found a bridge. And now our opponent's going to get to start looting, which is also not good. I've noticed some audio artifacts in your recent videos. Twanos, is it keyboard? Is that what you've noticed? Because I don't think I've changed my recording setup, but I think it might be that I got a mechanical keyboard. If we attack, our opponent just eats our creature with Copter. I think I have to... Twanos, I'm sorry. I think it's the mechanical keyboard problem. I think I have to get a non-mechanical keyboard for recording. Well, this would be the turn to draw a bridge. If we want to win this game. Spreading Seas. That's not really relevant. Come on, bridge. Oh, play Rabbles. Play a Mountain. We're probably going to get blown out by a Lord here, but we got to attack. We don't have a choice. Yep. Here it comes. Oh, Harbinger. That's still a blowout. Bounces a token. Down to 6. Opponent's still looting. I think it's still bridge or bust. I don't know if there's any other outs in our deck. Bridge should win us the game. There's a master. So this is the turn. We have to draw a bridge this turn. Faithless looting into bridge is a possibility, but there's no other card. And we're dead next turn. If we're not dead right now. Cruise up. Yep. Big attack. Opponent gets to loot. I typically play the Chalice version. Lightning Bolt's not out here. The problem is we only get one draw step. We're dead next turn. Running Bolts would be an out if we had 2 turns. Oh man, I don't know the name of the artist in the outro. Come on, bridge. One-time bridge. It's a monkey. Yeah, that is the game. Oh boy. Yep. Of course. Another Lord. Blocks. 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 Yep, that does it. No sense in even letting our opponent untap. We're just dead on the backswing. Oh boy. Well, good news is we get to bring in Anger of the Gods, which is good. Go down Blood Moon, which is not good. And we have another slot. Maybe just Revoker? Revoker's a creature, also deals with Ether Vial. Let me see these deck lists. Fuzznuk and Afrojack Sparrow. Grixis, Trash for Treasure. Ooh. So, get to reanimate some Gearhulks and Platinum Empyrean, Inkwell Leviathan. That looks sweet. Have the Mox Opals and Lotus Blooms as backups. Jace for filling the graveyard. I like it. Trash for Treasure is a card that seems really powerful. I've just never seen it actually work. And Sphinx Control looks pretty spicy too. I think that Unesh could be a pretty good control finisher. The Fact or Fiction ability is really powerful in control decks. I wish there were more better Sphinx to play with it. Like, Dwar Isle Avenger, it's okay. I mean, sort of, but it's not the power level I'd really like. Glyph Keeper is pretty good. Curator of Mysteries is not bad either. So I would like another, maybe a cheaper Sphinx, but also looks really fun. Will I ever sign your Karn Liberated? We were just talking about that earlier, that gonna try either tomorrow or the beginning of the week to get a P.O. box set up, so people will be able to send me cards and I can sign them for them or whatever they need to sign me or send me. I think we just try it like this. I think this is about as good as it gets. Not super comfortable with this matchup, especially now that we lost game 1. Our opponent may have figured out that Ensnaring Bridge is a concern. Oh boy. So turn 1 Rabble Master again, but that's it. Is that enough? We do have removal to back it up. The problem is if they have Dismember, Vapor Snag, anything like that, then we essentially just lose. Shock Troops 86, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. We definitely lose to a lot of things. Oh man, this one's super close. I mean, we've been going for it all stream. We're going to go for it one more time. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. We're going to go for it. We can save a Spirit Guide, so we will have another source of mana. Hope our opponent doesn't have a removal spell for Rabble Master, and that our removal can close out the game. So, land, Exile Spirit Guide, Desperate Ritual, Goblin Rabble Master. Why is our opponent tanking on Desperate Ritual? If we get Disrupting Shoaled, for the love of God. Alright, Rab's down. We'll see. We'll see if it's enough. We get in for one. Pass the turn. Come on, no removal, no bounce. Opponent has an island. Oh, God. Alright, well... we went for it. It didn't pay off. Probably the game. Get in. Another land is fine. Well, I signed Tron lands. I will sign whatever cards you want. If you can just send them to me with like a self-addressed stamped envelope or something to get them back to you, then I will sign whatever you want me to sign. Well, another land. Okay. I mean, we're still drawing live for Ensnaring Bridges. Well, I don't know if they're a full out anymore, is the question. Opponent plays Silvergill, revealing a Lord, drawing a card. Fires up Copter. Well, we need to Skred the Copter. Come on, deck. Give us a good draw here. Ooh. Well, Anger is potentially a good draw for the future. Get in with our Goblin. Opponent's down to 13. We got a Bolt in hand. I think we had to... okay. Lord. Curse Catcher. Opponent gets in. 4-3. Land? Monkey. Well, I guess we just Anger here and use Spirit Guide to pay. What do you think about a deck with Aetherios, God of Passage, and a bunch of Ball Lightnings? Yeah, that's a cool idea. Alright. I guess we can wait one more turn. I guess worst case, what's the risk here? Double Lord? If they have 2 more Lords, then we lose? We can bolt 1 Lord if we have to. There's a Lord. If they have another Lord, then we lose here. Potentially lose. Opponent gets in. I almost think we still have to bolt. The problem is a hard counter, which they could very well have, the more creatures, blah, blah, blah thing. Do we bolt? I think we have to bolt. The problem is we gotta bait the counter. Bolt the Lord. I mean, if our opponent doesn't have a counter, then we wasted a card. And, yeah, that's annoying. But we have to try to bait the counter. So now we have to Anger. Hope our opponent doesn't have a real counter. So we can pay for Curse Catcher. Alright, resolves. We are staying just barely alive. Opponent has a Boro, ooh, and passes. We draw lands. Well, play Relic of Progenitus. Play Gemstone Caverns. Run out our monkey, going on the 8-beat plan. Pass the turn. So we'd really like a Ensnaring Bridge is still at the top of our list. Any of our Planeswalkers, basically any threat would be good. The fact that our opponent didn't play a creature last turn is encouraging. Well, another Anger is not a bad draw. Let's get in with Spirit Guide. Put our opponent down to 10. And we'll just pass. Even if we draw a Planeswalker, we can't cast it. So we'll crack Relic at the end of our opponent's turn. Yeah, the monkey, I mean, it could get there. I have no idea. What's our opponent drawing? Random removal spells and lands? So, crack Relic. Oh my god, Hazaret the Pervert. Well, get in with Simian Spirit Guide. The Pervert. Oh, come on, no counters, no counters. Oh, it's down! Oh man, we might be getting there. Dismember, down to 4! Oh man, we have outs, we have outs. Miro Regery, sure. There's our bridge. Well, I think we just attack. Opponent blocks. Play Relic. Pass the turn. I don't really want to show our opponent the bridge if we don't have to. Ether Vial's pretty much a dead card. Come on, Planeswalker. Planeswalker off the top. That's a Koth. Opponent's at 4. Play the mountain. Come on, Koth. Play Koth. Does it resolve? Oh, negate! Opponent drew negate. Pass the turn. I mean, we have 2 very good cards in our hand. I would love to just finish the game without showing them, though. Opponents passing. Alright, now we have to start playing bridges. We don't really have a choice, because we got to get empty-handed. Our opponent knows about it now, unfortunately. Opponent, Vials in. Curse Catcher. Opponent gets in. 4-1. Yup. Down to 14. Ooh. We get to looting. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Discard Desperate Ritual. Discard Ensnaring Bridge. Chandra? Do you have a second negate? Chandra down. Take up Chandra. Hit our opponent. Down to 2. We have a new subscriber. Less Tree Burnt. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. All right, opponent. You got to kill the Chandra through the bridge this turn. And our opponent scoops it up. Well, we had to show our opponent the bridge. Curse Catcher only hits instants or sorceries. It can't actually hit Planeswalkers. Whew! Alright, well, this is it for the 5-0. We're on the draw. Game 3 against Merfolk. This is it. This one's for all the marbles. Or whatever kids say these days. Oh, my goodness. Alright, yeah. I guess we just run it back, I think. Whew, boy. Well, that was sweet. We went all in on that Rebel Master on turn 1, and we still ended up winning, which was pretty impressive. Maybe we bring in the Spellskite now that our opponent knows about Ensnaring Bridge. It might be worth having something like going down a Relic, because Relic doesn't really do anything in this matchup. Also, their main out would be Hercule's Recall. So maybe we should just have Witchbane Orb, actually, over Spellskite. Yeah, we had turn 1 Rabs both games. Sin Prodder? I don't know. What does Sin Prodder even do in this matchup? I mean, I guess it's a creature? We lose our relics for it? It makes our deck... it makes our deck pretty expensive for bridge. I'll bring in 1 Sin Prodder for 1 more relic. Drawing cards is actually kind of anti-bridge, though. Seth, take my energy. $5 donation from Little Wolf, 2005. Well, Little Wolf, thank you so much for the donation, and we'll need all the energy we can get here for Game 5. So, Merfolk's main out to... Alright, it's mulligan time. Merfolk's main out to Ensnaring Bridge is Hercule's Recall. And Hercule's Recall requires targeting an opponent. So it's actually our cleanest out to our opponent dealing with our Ensnaring Bridges. So that's why we have it in. So we have 2 bridges, which is good. We also have a bolt, which is good. There's a Silvergill Adept. Let's Faithless Looting. Discard Rabblemaster. I guess we gotta discard PN Karen, unfortunately. Play a Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. So we're hoping to kill something and get down a bridge. Curse Catcher. And then Lord. There's the Lord. So now we try to Skred the Lord. Our opponent kills it. Or counters it with Curse Catcher. Yeah, maybe P and Karen was the wrong discard. What would you have discarded instead? It's hard to discard a removal spell. Maybe the second Ensnaring Bridge, but man, Bridge is so good in this matchup. Opponent gets in with Adept. They let the Lord die. Wow. Okay. Well, let's get down our bridge. Pass the turn. Opponent. I don't think it's really a splash. I think it's just a non-island blue source to play around choke. Ooh, that was actually a really good draw. Play the mountain. Play second Ensnaring Bridge. Well, it's all on you, Ensnaring Bridge. If they can answer our bridges with Hercule's Recall, we're going to lose. If not, we should be able to win. We should be able to stay empty-handed. It's all... Okay, so Bolt Curse Catcher. It's all about the Hercule's Recall. Echoing Truth also could do it. The Hercule's Recall is why I really want another Master. Sure. Well, play Chandra. Take up Chandra for mana. Play Revoker. What do we name? What do we name? What do we name? How am I playing? I'm confused how I'm playing loose. And our opponent scoops it up. They can't beat it. And y'all said I was playing loose this game. They can't beat it. They didn't bring in the answers. Scoops it up. Free win. We got the free win in round 5. Whoo, sweet. Which means, of course, we got some chests to crack open. So apparently the deck is pretty sweet. We got the 5-0. The kids are eating tonight. We got some chests to open. So I will say, I still miss I still miss the I still miss the Chalice of the Voids, but apparently this build is pretty sweet. I think we will do another free win red stream sometime soon because I miss playing Chalice of the Void, and Rabble Master is a little hit or miss. So I think this build, maybe just cutting Rabble Masters for the Chalices, I would be pretty happy with. The Skreds are fine. They're kind of a free roll. If you do bring in Chalices, you do have to rework the removal, which is part of the problem with Chalice. But, so I don't know. I think we'll do a traditional one, but you can't go wrong with 5-0, and Hazoret seems awesome, and I'm definitely down with playing more copies of, maybe a second copy of Hazoret, because that does seem like a Planeswalker that's actually really hard to kill and very strong for what the deck's trying to do. So anyway, it's chest time. We got 8 of them to crack open, so let's get to it. Maybe this is the time where we finally open something sweet. 8 chests to go. Chest number 1 of 8. We get Hoverguard Sweepers. Hoverguard Sweepers, one of the absolute best cards you can hit in Momir. Not one of the best. And Kefnet's Last Word. Oh, so we get 2 rares and one's a Kefnet's Last Word? Oh my goodness. So bad blue cards for Constructed and a Silver Strike. So not a great start to our treasure chest. I have opened a decent amount of invocations, but most of them have been pretty bad. $5 from 59504214113. The kids are eating tonight, and we're all going to McDonald's. Well, thank you so much, 595. That $5 will help feed the kids at McDonald's. Thank you so much. And next chest. Another $5 from Counter Cleric. Congratulations, love seeing you go 500 night for something really different. You don't really have to say hi to my wife, Cheryl. Instead, say hello. Uh-oh. Let me see. Instead, say hello. Instead, Cheryl says hello to you. Good luck on the chest. Port. Well, Cheryl, hello to you as well. Thank you for the hello. Thank you for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. So, we got an open. We have a Planeswalker deck Planeswalker. Tezzeret, the Master of Metal. And I think it might actually be worth a bit of something. I think. How much is it? Five tickets? It's non-foil. Alright, well, 5 tickets isn't bad. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. Next chest, 6 chests to go. Crack it open. Ifnir Dreadlands. The old non-rare chest. Well, Ironworks is probably worth a little something. Carrot Clan Ironworks value. Oh, I typed in Carrot Clan Engineers. That's not correct. I'm guessing like three ticks, I'm going to say. 3 ticks? 1.17 ticks. Wizards. Why is that my rare in my chest? Wizards. We do get a desert and a Shambleback. All right, 5 to go. Not even halfway through yet. We still have time for the sweetness. 20 play points. Borrowed Malevolence and Decommission. All right, second half of our chest. 4 more to go. Come on, something good. Debtor's Knell. Maverick Thopterist, good card, but not valuable. Welding Sparks. Debtor's Knell is a sweet commander card, not worth anything. 3 cards to go. Come on, Wizards. 10 play points. Oh, the lowest of the low amount of play points. Goblin Freerunners, Subtle Strike. 2 to go. Come on, Pork. Come on, Liliana. Come on, Black Lotus. Ooh. Oh, Doomsday. Doomsday might actually be worth something on Magic Online, because it's very low supply. Come on. Please. Alright, it's worth 7 tickets? Only 7? We have a new donation. Frogkilla says, 5-0, truly the man. Well, thank you so much for the donation, Frogkilla. Definitely appreciate it. I thought it was worth more than 7 tickets, but I mean, whatever. Oh, the Weatherlight version. The Weatherlight version was worth much more. It was worth 50 tickets like a couple of years ago. And then 30 tickets. Well, I mean, it's still a win. Still worth more than a treasure chest. So we can't complain too much. And we have a new subscriber before our last chest. Dick Tugnut, 9 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Is it 30 ticks? Did I click on it wrong? I don't know. It says 7 ticks here for me. $32 in paper, 7 ticks. I don't think it's... I think... They're not foil, but there's... I don't know why they're listed as a moto price for foils, because I don't believe they're foils. I'm pretty sure it's not foil. Yeah. I do not believe it's foil. Alright, very last chest. 1 chest to go. Last chance for something super valuable. Last one. Final chest. We get Sensation Gorger. A sweet goblin for Goblin Tribal. But, yeah. I mean, not really worth anything. Jace's Scrutiny. A good clue maker. Played it on against odds. Marauding Bone Slasher. Limited. Limited playable, maybe. So, I mean, chests, I guess they were fine. We didn't hit anything super crazy. We got like a $5 card and a $7 card and a small number of play points. So, I don't even think we opened enough value from our chests to be able to really buy more chests. Thank you, Eric Smith. So, I think that's going to do it for the chests, but we can... Since it's our last stream of the week, even though it's getting a little late, let's try to squeeze in 1 game of Momir to wrap things up. We didn't play one on Tuesday, so let's do 1 game. 1 game of Momir. So, hey, welcome from the US, Misayo. Wait, Momir list? There's the top of the list. Scratch, Minork, Fearless Joe, Livingstone, Etiquette, Damnation, Nicole Bolas, Paradox Whispers, Solaris, The Metal Michael, Count Black, Brewski, Apes of Wrath, Mr. T. Viggs, Assassinate, Zequin, Mirkin. Well, if no one else speaks out, Mirkin, get logged on and send me a challenge, because I haven't heard anyone speak out yet. No Alana tonight. We dodged Alana. Alright, let's say another, like, 15 seconds, Mirkin, and I will officially accept your challenge. I'm going to pull up the Momir lay. We got to have the Momir lay for Momir. It's an important aspect of Momir. So everyone knows what the heck's going on in this crazy format. Alright, Mirkin, let me pull up the overlay, and I will accept. So, it's always fun to get in at least 1 game of Momir a week. It's just a fun format. We had a great league. Free win Skred was awesome. So, it's a good way to close out a week of streaming. Update the title so people know, and we are off and running with our game of Momir. Yeah, you can go, so that's fine. Mr. T-Viggs didn't speak up fast enough this time. Sorry, Mr. T-Viggs. You will have increased priority in the queue. We finished with a 5-0. 5-0 with free win Skred. The deck was super solid. I'll update the text so everyone knows. It was sweet. We 5-0'd. We cracked some chests. We got a Doomsday, which was a few ticks. Ooh, opponent's on the 1-drop plan. Gets a Sedge Scorpion. In horse deck, what should I play if I don't have Lone Rider? Oh dear. I hadn't really thought about that. Off the top of my head, I actually don't know. Yeah, we went 5-0 with free win Skred. Pass the turn. I think you were on the top of the overflow, Dixie. Yeah, you're at the very top of the overflow list, but Mirkin was on the bottom of the non-overflow list, which technically is ahead, but now that Mirkin's playing, that means you'll probably get bumped up from the overflow list to the list. Opponent gets a Stonewise Fortifier. Just a Grizzly Bear for the most part. Ability, not very likely to do anything here in Momir. We get Kifkin Shieldair. Pumps a blocking creature, 1/1 for 2. Not a good Magic card. During the Desert Tribal video, you were up against a red deck that you said was reanimating deck of some sort. Do you know what the deck list might be? I love reanimator style decks and don't have a deck to play at the moment. Hopefully someone in the chat can link it to you, because someone posted it in the chat earlier, because the person who made it posted it on Reddit. So I think that it is floating around somewhere. Opponent gets in with the Fortifier, gets a Order of the Sacred Touch, pay a life, tap, counter a black spell. Well, no spells being cast today. Did we just pass our turn? I hope not. There's the list for whoever was asking. I think you, did we pass our turn? Oh man, I was so busy talking. Well, we didn't want to make a land drop there anyway. Oh boy, oh boy. We get Bastion Protector, commander creatures you control, get +2/+2, and have indestructible. Yeah, okay, Momir punt. It was a Momir punt. I was too busy talking to the chat. Opponent. So, commander creatures, this is a card from the commander set. So it's only really relevant in Commander. So the Commander is like the leader of your Commander deck if you've never played Commander before. So it only refers to those specific cards. So it's not even possible to have one in any format except for Commander. Yeah, the 0-1 Dream is alive and well in our Momir match. But we could hit something good at some point. It is possible. Like this 4-drop. Esper Cormorants. Pass the turn. Cormorant. Yep. Opponent has Wandering Greybeard. Beginning your upkeep, you may look at the top card of your library. If it shares a creature type with Wandering Greybeard, you may reveal it. If you do, you gain 4 life. We did 5-0 Delusional Kraut. We crushed it. I was watching your video getting on Moto for $20. I'm playing Moto. The only thing I'm missing is how to sell cards. Can you make a video for selling cards to complete the playlist? Otherwise, super video. I will try to do that. That is a good idea to have a video about how to sell cards. I also think that after rotation, so in a couple of months this fall, I will probably try to update that entire video series. Because I think I've gotten better since I made it at making videos and so forth. So if you have more requests, let me know, and I will try to add them in as well. Because I think I'm just going to start again from scratch and redo it for the new standard season. I think it's helpful to have out there, though. And I don't think that one's bad. I think it's fine, but I think I can do it better now that I have more experience. Is it possible to do a Builder's Minute about how to build budget EDH decks for... Oh my goodness, Cataclysmic Gearhulk. That's a good one. So we lose nothing. Our opponent goes down to 1 creature. Sure. I like that. That's why we skipped our land drop. Yes. Yes, I need to do, like, the grand theory of deck building Brewer's Minute. We played Free Wind Skred in Modern today. And went 5-0 with it. Fun deck to spruce up against the odds or budget magic. Ooh. Mono Red Storm. That actually is a deck that I've considered something similar for Budget Magic before, but I've never actually played it. We played this Mono Red Creature Storm deck a long time ago. It was really bad. What do you think about Quicksmith Rebel and Freewin Red, a recent Legacy build? Runs 1 to weaponize Chalice and Bridge. Maybe. I think it's better in Legacy, where 2 damage actually kills a lot of the best threats in the format. When in Modern, with like Eldrazi and Death Shadow being 2 of the biggest decks, 2 damage doesn't actually kill that much. But in Legacy, you got Delver, you got Young Pyromancer, you got Snapcaster, you got Stoneforge Mystic, you got all that kind of Deathrite Shamans. So I feel like it's better in Legacy, probably. Not that it couldn't work in Modern. Yes, the 5-0 dream. It came true tonight. We get a 6-drop. Our 6-drop is Gang of Elk. Whenever it becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2 for each creature blocking it. Well, get in with old Cataclysmic Earhulk. Our chests were moderate. We got a Masterpiece Doomsday, which was like 7 ticks, and Tezzeret Master of Metal, which is like 5 ticks, and then like a few play points and stuff. But those were the 2 best cards, and a lot of jank. I would love to see a video like Against the Odds, like a bunch of fun. Side note, first time watching live, love your content. It makes me want to play competitive Magic again. Well, thank you, your friendly pineapple. Opponent's going attacking. Well, I think we got to kill this menace thing. Just double block with our ground creatures. What do you think of the red cards in Standard that cost 1 and replace themselves like Renegade Tactics? Is that the trample one? Target creature can't block, draw a card. Yeah, so I think that they're... Fuzzy Thinker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think that you want to be taking advantage of the fact that you're playing spells. I wouldn't just play them, obviously, just to cycle. I don't think they give you enough benefit. There's the new one, too, that gives your creatures trample. That one actually is probably slightly more powerful than creature can't block. But I think you want to have, like, some prowess synergies or something like that to take advantage of them. 7 mana. Rock Shard Elemental. Ooh, 4/3 double strike. If our opponent doesn't hit something big, that is 8 damage coming across. I'm interested in bringing a strange list to my regional qualifier for PTQ. Could I discuss it with you with email? Yeah, you can always email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So by all means, send me an email. Send me a link to the list or something if you want me to look it over and talk about it. Oh, God. Well, that took a turn. Platinum Empyrean is top, maybe 1 creatures to get. It might be the single best one. Favorite Infect deck? I don't think such a deck exists. Maybe it would probably be something that involved Decimator Web. If you have a Decimator Web proliferate Infect deck, I'd be on board with that. Lashweed Lurker does not get rid of Platinum Empyrean, so no attacks, just pass. Now we're in danger of just dying to this flyer. 8 is our best chance of hitting it out to Platinum Empyrean. There's like Hover Guard Sweepers, there's Mass Bounce, there's our own Platinum Empyrean. There's just too many 3s to swing the odds in our favor. So we have to just keep making 8s and hope that that does it. But we're running low on time. I guess we could hit a big flyer to stonewall our opponent's flyer. So that's what we need this turn, is either a big flyer or some sort of answer to our opponent's board. And we get Razia Boros Archangel. Okay. Well, that does stop our opponent's offense in the air. So pass the turn. 10 has good threats, but it doesn't have anything that answers... Well, I guess Eldrazi answer Platinum Empyrean in a roundabout way if you can annihilate away the board or win with Ulamog eating their library. Oy, that's a Hellkite. That's going to kill us. Our outs are getting lower. Ooh, okay. Opponent attacks. So hopefully we click this properly. So we block here. Next damage that's dealt to Razia will be dealt to this thing. Next 3 damage will be dealt to target creature you control. Yeah, so target creature we control, dealt to that instead. So that worked out. We're still close to dying, though, to this Hellkite. So we still need to hit something else. We still gotta kill the Platinum Empyrean to be able to ever actually win. Come on! Answer to Platinum Empyrean. Or more big flyers as a band-aid. Chromium. Well, we wanted a big flyer. They gave us a big flyer. Hey, welcome to the stream, A. Wilkie. Good to have you. Yeah, we can't deal damage because our opponent's life total can't change, so there's just no reason to attack. It doesn't do anything. Opponent gets Towering Baloth. They probably can't attack this turn. Yeah, no attacks. We lose our Chromium. Well, we're staying alive even through this Platinum Empyrean, but we're not really making headway. So we lose our Chromium. Make another 8. Bounce Kraken? That'd be... Oh, boy. More dragons that are going to go away. Chaining together Elder Dragons is not going to get it done. Blazing Archon doesn't actually win us the game, though. It just keeps us alive. And we have things that keep us alive at 8 and things that get rid of Platinum Empyrean. Oh, okay. Our opponent whiffs back, so parity, whiff parity. This is one of the reasons I don't play islands when I play Momir, is stuff like this. Just avoids that heartache. All right. Second turn in a row, sacking Elder Dragons. So let's make a Bounce Kraken. Prince of Thralls. Pass the turn. So I think we're getting down to our very last turn. Yeah, I don't think we would have paid for Bolas anyway. Because then we couldn't make 8s to try to get out to Platinum Empyrean. Opponent gets Liege of the Pit. Another big flyer. Yeah, we're running out of time now. I think this is our last turn. Assuming our opponent goes attacking. Oh, Platinum Empyrean. Pretty busted in Momir. Yeah, the 0-1 Dream is definitely alive. But yeah, you're probably right. If we're holding a land in hand, it's probably right to hold another color of mana. So I think that's a fair point, even though I probably still wouldn't have paid for Bolas there. All right, last shot. We have to at least hit a big flyer or a flyer. Oh dear. Oh, it's the anti-Platinum Empyrean. Oh, Legionnaire, I haven't hit this in so long. It's so bad. Except for it and artifact creatures, our stuff can't attack. So I guess we live one more turn. We can block. Oh. Do we live one more turn? We do not. I think we're just dead here, actually. Since you did a movie-themed Commander Clash recently, I thought it might be fun to... Ooh, a video game Commander Clash. I don't know. It was probably busted back in the day. It was the greatest creature in Magic back in 1992. No one could stop the Legionnaire. It is pretty... I mean, it's big, but the drawback is also big. Oh yeah, back in the old days. Back in the old days, you didn't get power like this without a drawback. And that's not just a drawback, that's a significant drawback. I know, Magic wasn't around in 92, 93. So this would be... What set was this from, actually, in the paper world? I've never seen a paper copy of this. It's got to be like... Legends? Well, probably Legends. It's not legendary, though. Here's the big attack. I think this means we're dead. Because this has trample. Actually, does preventing the damage... Let's see. Block here. Block here. Block there. Block there. Block there. I don't know if this works or not. We're going to find out. So we can prevent 3 damage and deal it to that. Does this put us to 1 or does this kill us? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think we go to 1. And we get rid of the Platinum Empyrean. No, that doesn't work that way. Never mind. Razia, you should have... okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, too. Well, I was being hopeful. The old Momir loss. Yeah, we died. Well, we get to play on the, be on the play, and we'll keep. Mountain, go. Should have targeted yourself. Yeah, I think that Razia just couldn't actually save us there. And I was just hoping that she would, even though she couldn't. Play a Swamp. Make a 2-drop. Let's go Mana Dork. Please, Moto. A gain of life for each elf on the battlefield. I guess that's not a completely irrelevant ability. Any ability that's free is sort of good because you really want to be using your mana every turn and not spending it to activate most abilities, unless it's like killing creatures or something. Something on that level that impacts the board. So free tap abilities aren't bad. Opponent gets, like, see, this is a pretty irrelevant ability for Momir. It's very hard to imagine it's ever worth it to take a turn off. Maybe once if you have to skip a drop anyway, but it's just usually not worth it to skip a drop to do something like this. So Momir is free. Well, Magic Online, don't ask me why, it is horrible and silly, but you have to pay $10 to create an account. And then for Momir, you have to have the Momir avatar, which is about $10 as well. But after that, you can play unlimited Momir for free. Opponent gets the Organ Grinder. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard, target player loses 3 life. Huh. I guess that works kinda okay with the lands. That'll be like 6 damage over the course of the game. Actually not horrible for a 3-drop. Like, 6 unblockable damage for a 3-drop is pretty decent in Momir. And pitch the island. Okay. I wish we had a slightly bigger creature for this, but whatever. Disciple Bolas is sweet. I'm sorry, Weber. I guess it is getting late, depending on where you live. Yeah, Organ Grinder is a kind of gross art. Taking it literally. Belligerent Whiptail. 4/2, Landfall, first strike. Eh. We'll definitely block this if we get the chance. Alright, let's get a big flyer. I'll take a Sarah Angel even. Want to let you know, whoever does the thumbnails on YouTube does an amazing job. They're always hilarious and colorful. They are pretty amazing. I definitely agree. Does a great job. It is... Adriano Catani, by the way. Oh, so... Yeah, so some people have been asking about doing, like, prints and playmats and stuff for some of the thumbnails, which I think is a really cool idea. The question is whether it works as far as, like, copyright stuff. Because a lot of them are, like, characters of Magic characters. So that's the question that I don't know the answer to. So that's why there hasn't been anything like that with those yet. Not to say that it couldn't be figured out and happen in the future, but that's the reason why you haven't seen any products or merchandise with those yet. The thumbnails are amazingly awesome. So good, so amazing. Free win Skred went super well. We ended up going 5-0 actually. Kind of just crushed it. We played some close games, but deck felt pretty good. Deity of Scars, huge. 5/5 for 5. Can remove a counter to regenerate it. Also trampling. Yeah, you can always, if you missed it, you can always check it out on the replay YouTube. MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. That's where you find all the old streams. That one, I should have it uploaded by the middle of the day, like noontime-ish tomorrow. So if you missed it and you want to check it out, make sure to see it there. Because it was pretty sweet. The deck was a lot of fun. I love playing free win red style decks. We'll probably do a more traditional free win red style deck at some point as well, just because I really like it. Also, I mean, since we're doing the reminder thing, might as well do them all now. The normal YouTube, that's where you can find Against the Odds last night. Desert Tribal came out. Deck techs and all that sweet stuff, as well as a Commander Clash coming out Friday night featuring the new Gods, or no, not the Gods, the Legends. We did Gods last time. The Legends of Our Devastation. I get to play Razaketh, and I was really excited for it, because Razaketh is, been heavily debated. Jeez, this thing is bad. Wait, 6 mana 5/3. Can block an additional creature whenever it blocks 2 or more creatures it gains first strike. Yeah, that's still relatively bad. Will there ever be a Commander Clash with Drana? Probably. I'm sure that that'll happen eventually. Magma Giant, when enters the battlefield, 2 damage to each creature and each player. Okay. That's actually good for us. I think we come out ahead in that exchange. Might as well attack with both. I did play Phage not that long ago on Commander Clash. Dragon Stompy for Legacy. Yeah, I'm down for doing Dragon Stompy for Legacy. I did not catch that episode of Commander Versus yet. Yeah, Razaketh seems pretty strong. I have definitely been impressed with Razaketh. We might be winning this one. Opponent's down to 10. They don't have a flyer for Oros. When Tomer streams, he streams on his channel. Budget Commander is his Twitch. He usually streams most often before Commander Clash, so I think on Wednesdays is when he usually does it. But I don't know if he has a really solid schedule at this point. This card has always infuriated me. You don't really want your mana dorks to be 7 mana. It just feels like such a amazingly useless ability to stick on a 7-drop. We dropped to 12. I mean, I guess it's not the absolute worst for Momir, because it can ramp you, like, from 7 to 9 if you wanted to do that for some reason. Or get you to, like, an Emrakul quicker, but still, not a fan. Ooh, Archetype of Endurance. Hexproof is not horrible. Well, we'll attack with this stuff. Do you all stream Legacy? I very rarely stream Legacy. I think we've had a couple Legacy streams in the entire history of me streaming. So, not very often do we have Legacy streams. Opponent does some blocking. And blocking. And unblocking. Alright. Down to 4. Yeah, Chainer's a really sweet commander too that I'm not sure, maybe it was played a long time ago. Tomer's Niab deck was hilarious. He did punt quite a bit, but hopefully our ranting helped him prepare for the recording better. Yeah, his Niab deck was pretty sweet. It was pretty cool. Gave me a new respect for Nihab. Oh man, Stonehoof Chieftain would be dominating. Actually, maybe it still will be. Ugh. Is that gonna beat us? So our opponent can chump. Man. Well, hopefully we just hit like a hasty flyer. One damage to each creature without flying. Alright. Well, get in with our flyer. Opponent can chump it. So, what do we lose to? I mean, if our opponent hits a big flyer, I think we're actually pretty behind. Well, no. Because we have more creatures than they do. So they actually need something really good here. Filigree Angel is interesting. I don't know if that's enough. I think it buys our opponent a turn. Hey, see a frog kill. Alright, I'll have to see about doing some mill action at some point soon. How do you feel about Sultai Reanimator in Standard? It seems like a really fun deck. I haven't tried playing it yet, but I've seen a couple builds that people have other people have made that looked really fun. So, yeah, I think it could work. Well, I mean, I guess Trench Gorger just finishes things. I think that should do it. We'll just do some random clicking. See, just click for like 20 more seconds and see how big it ends up. I don't really feel like trying to click every land individually. It's just too much effort. I wish you could just pick a number. That would be easy. Alright, that's probably good enough. 21-21. Yeah, that should do it. Get in with our flyer. Make our opponent jump again. Opponent. Alright, drops to 1. So I guess Hasty Flyer is what our opponent needs. Like, Hellkite Overlord? It's the only real card I think of, other than, like, removal-y stuff, Mass Bounce. Yeah, Archetype doesn't do it. So, yeah, I think we got it now, thanks to Trench Gorger. And our opponent scoops it up, so on to Game 3 in our Momir match. Well, can we finish the stream with the perfect 6-0? Not only 5-0ing our league, but 6-0ing with our Momir win. And we will keep. Opponent leads on a swamp. Mountain, go. Can you please share your playlist with Tomer when you get a chance? Twitch always mutes him, so he just deletes the videos. Yeah, I'll send it to Tomer. I don't know. If I was just streaming for fun on my own account, I honestly would probably... Oh, no, in fact. I would probably do the same thing as well. I would just listen to whatever my favorite music was and not really care. So, but I'll definitely give it to him if he's interested in using it. Okay. Flyer. Never go wrong with flyers in Momir. Yeah, you never mull in Momir. This is just a mixture of music that doesn't get muted on Twitch or YouTube. Two of the most played artists are Weisiger and the Freak Fandango Orchestra. There's a couple other one-offs in there as well. There's like one song or two songs from someone. Constellations does the song that always starts off the stream. Ooh, you have my elders actually pretty sweet. Getting 2 extra lands isn't bad. That means we should be able to get up to like 10 drops if we want to. No problem, Donovan Bane. Opponent makes their land drop. What do they get for 4 mana? They also got the Thraben Foul Bloods. Not super exciting. Floodgate. 4 mana, 0/5. When it has flying, sacrifice it. When Floodgate leaves the battlefield, it deals damage equal to half the number of islands you control rounded up to each non-blue creature without Oh, this card. Oh man. Old Magic cards, they're the greatest. They don't make them like this anymore. Yep, down to 21. Play a mountain. Play a Blades. Nah, Terror of the Fairgrounds. Well, let's get in with our 1/1. It's so ridiculous. I love the if it has flying, sacrifice it clause. They used to take flavor so literally in a lot of ways. Because obviously, like, a Floodgate couldn't have flying. So you sacrifice it if it ever somehow gets flying. Wormwood Treefolk can gain Forest Walk or Swamp Walk. Ooh. That's actually not the worst. I could see that being worth activating every once in a while. 5-drop is Mass of Ghouls. We're good at getting 5-power ground creatures. Yeah, art on all the old cards. I kind of wish that... I know the art is better today, but I miss just the absurdity of the old art. I mean, it's definitely... A lot of the art today is higher quality, but... Man, it was a lot more just unique back then. Like, even this. You don't get stuff like Princess Lucrenza anymore. Look at that art. You got, like, the face floating, some castle-y thing. Yeah, we'll keep taking Infect. I'm not especially scared of actually dying to Infect here. Make a 6. Ooh. One of the scariest limited cards from Amonkhet. Keep attacking. Our opponent could actually time out. It's not impossible. Yeah, you don't get as much of the drawn... Yeah, not as much drawn stuff. A lot more digital stuff now. Or, like, hybrid stuff. Opponents jumping up to 8 drops, thanks to their princess. Oh, that would be sweet if they did throwback art for Iconic Masters or 25th Anniversary Masters. Mind Leech Mass. It's a 6/6. This actually could end with a timeout. Opponent's down to 3 minutes. We get... only good if there's equipment. And there's no equipment in Momir. Wasn't the Legends thing basically people working at Wizards turning their D&D characters into cards? Probably. I actually don't know that story, but probably. Opponent makes their land drop. Well, we'll make an 8. Come on, something good. We haven't hit any super good creatures this game. Well, Celestial Force is fine. It's big. It gains us life, which is relevant. Yeah, we got the 5-0 with free win Skred. Opponent gives up on the infect plan. We start gaining life. Oh, there's definitely some awesome artists. I think that there's no doubt that the quality of art has gone up, and the art and the artists today are amazing. I don't know. I have a soft spot for just like the weirdness of the old art. Now, the art is way better, but I think it's more on Wizards' end that they've started, I don't know, probably giving more clear art direction and stuff. So you see, it's a lot more focused. You just don't have the weird, absurd stuff that sometimes slipped in with the old sets. Why am I not attacking with Yavimaya Elder? It's a fair question. We're probably going to end up sacking it, actually. Potentially this next turn. Opponent gets the Muck Draggers. Under 2 minutes to go. Have we had a Momir timeout before? We're gaining life. Alright, sack the Elder. Get some lands. Shouldn't be a problem. We have some left in our deck. Draw a card. Also a land. Play a land. So this will get us up to 10, which gives us shots at Eldrazi. Ooh, Patron. That's not a bad one. Let's keep pinging with our flyer. Also attack with that. This drains our opponent when a permanent is put into opponent's graveyard. That player loses a life. All right. So we start draining with our Patron. What's my favorite Bolas full art land? Probably Island. Opponent gets the Giant Spider. Shuts down our beats. Goes attacking. Okay. We'll sack our flyer. Not really doing anything. Draw a card. Block and block. Gotta get rid of the Annihilation. We're just wrapping up our stream with a game of Momir, the randomest format in Magic. The deck is actually all lands, and then you get random creatures each turn of different mana costs as the game goes along. So we're gonna get a random. Can we make a 10? Yeah, let's make a 10. Oh man, if we skip one drop, well, we're gonna make it 10. Whatever. Hopefully it's a good one. It's a Brood Star, so it dies. That's not a good one. Oh boy. Brood Star is so bad. Power and toughness equal to artifacts, I believe. And they're 0. Opponent's always on the Filigree Angel plan. Well, we're at 42, so we're not really in danger of dying. And we're gaining a lot of life each turn cycle. Our opponent's going to need something really good if they're not going to time out. Ooh, Jin Gataxias. So this means we got to... Oh, man. It means we got to win quickly or we're going to draw ourselves to death. Yikes, Jin Gataxias. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's the downside of making 10 drops. Oh, and our opponent gets a Grizzlebrand. Oh, dear. Opponent draws. How can we win this game? I don't even know if we can get to our Eldrazi on time. Oh, boy. So make a 12. It still could end with a timeout. Eldrazi, please. Well, If It Betrays is an Eldrazi. Let's get in. If our opponent will kill our creature, we are super fine with that. Pass the turn. Discard a bunch of cards. Doesn't really matter what they are. Opponent passes. I think the Annihilation triggers are actually going to time out our opponent. Well, we get a Emrakul. So maybe we would have won anyway, actually. I think the Emrakul probably would have won us the game. Attack, attack, annihilate. But I think the Annihilation trigger is going to do it. Oh, and we get to drain our opponent. And we get their stuff they sacked. And the timeout. Good game, Mirkin. Good game. So I think we would have won if it kept going. I think the Emrakul kill would happen before the Jin Gataxias stacking, even through Grizzlebrand. Especially since I forgot that Patron was draining our opponent as well. So, whew, all right. Well, that was an epic game of Momir. So I think that wraps it up for tonight. 5-0 with free win Skred and a timeout win in Momir. So, as I said before, if you missed the stream or any part of it, make sure to check out the replay YouTube channel. The normal YouTube, that's where you find all the sweet normal series. Also, recorded This or That Magic with a hot button magic topic with Tomer. That'll be coming out next Thursday. And, of course, the merch page, tokens, tokens, playmats, all that fun stuff. So I think that wraps it up for tonight. We've already run a little bit long compared to what we normally do. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much to everyone who subbed and donated and who just hung out and had fun. Be back on Tuesday with another one. Until then, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.